restaurant quality gourmet meals delivered straight to your home. Choose from over 50 plus gourmet meal options cooked by world-class chefs and delivered frozen, ready to eat within minutes and no commitment. Welcome to the One Shop Gourmet Food Delivery, specializing in affordable options to eat right and feel great. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Every ingredient is handpicked to the highest standard. And why you should buy from homebistro.com? Restaurant quality made with natural ingredients delivered right to your door. Overnight shopping is available. Diabetic, paleo, heart health, and vegetarian options to eat. Doing business since 1999. Courteous, knowledgeable, and professional support. Complete PCI compliant SSL security ordering, and great meals. Choose from some of my favorite dishes: the Mediterranean chicken with orange honey sauce, the charbroiled chicken romesco, or the grilled chicken breast with sweet and spicy vegetables. No matter what you choose, you can't lose with homebistro.com. Eat great, feel good, and save some money with homebistro.com. Hit the link in the description section below for more information. Located in Henderson, Nevada, BucsSupplements.com supplies over 400 pure nutritional supplements ingredients to hundreds of thousands of consumers and manufacturers. All of their products are available from grams to metric tons through their online store at BucsSupplements.com. Orders received 4 noon Pacific Standard Time shipped the same day. Their FDA-registered CGMP manufactured and distributing facility has a staff over 60 full-time employees that take pride in providing excellent customer service and producing quality products for their customers. The wellness of the community is of the utmost importance to Bulk Supplements. It's dedicated to maintaining all health code and government regulation. Each supplement is tested in their in-house laboratory before distribution, ensuring that all products are safe for consumption. For any additional testing, they utilize reputable and vetted US-based independent labs. Customer service is available 7 days a week from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time through live chat, phone, and email. Bulk Supplements products are produced in an FDA-registered and inspected manufacturing facility. So, if you want quality supplements at a quality price, Bulk Supplements is the company for you. Bulk Supplements, clean and pure bulk supplements. Check the link in the description section below for more information. TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. Who That family, check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform stores where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who That too.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the Pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation? Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
When you're trying to prepare for him, or not really?
No, I don't think so. We had a chance to visit, and we had interest, and yet the challenge really wasn't whether or not we wanted to sign him or not. It was that he just at that point wasn't cleared to play from the league standpoint. So I don't think our visit with him helps us relative to seeing him or knowing. I mean, there's plenty of film, and I think the key is just trying to quickly adjust to where he aligns and where he's being, what personnel groups he's on the field, and where they're playing him.
Sean, it seems like your offense has found a pretty good rhythm as the season's gone along, and then whenever you're able to add back in all the personnel, Michael Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, do you feel pretty good about the direction this offense is heading into the second half of the season?
Yeah, I mean, look, we'll see. There's some things that I think we're doing better, and yet I think there's a lot of work still ahead of us to be as efficient as we'd like to be. Last week we did the things we needed to do to win that game. Each week it presents a different challenge, and so, look, I'm excited these guys are back. And I think that certainly there's additional targets. Now it's up to us to be more consistent and take advantage of it.
How do you feel that Emmanuel looked yesterday at practice, just having gone through what he said he went through?
Yeah, good. I mean, I think I know what he went through, and I think it was the exact same thing I went through, and he feels fine.
Coach, Tampa's got a linebacker, Devin White. Looks like he's having a great season. I guess, what kind of challenges does he present and when you're looking at that defense and game planning?
Yeah, he presents a lot of challenges. He is having a great year. It's hard to get your 8 and 9 hole or wide zone or wide plays run. He's so good and fast over the top. He's good in coverage. He gives them great flexibility. He can match up with the runner. He can match up. And the other thing that I think it goes a little undervalued is he's a good pressure player. He's had pass rush success, and he's someone that I think has a knack for that. So he's having a great year.
Hey, Sean, we didn't get a chance to ask you about this the other day, but with the competition committee, there was some word coming out that they were considering going to a 18, 16-team playoff, I guess. Is that something? Just kind of what are your thoughts about that?
Well, forget my thoughts for a second. It's strictly in the event that we're not able to finish games. In other words, the total games that we're looking to play as a league, I think, is 256, if I'm not mistaken. That means every team's played their 16 games. This plan B, if you will, would be in the event that the teams haven't been able to finish the complete 16-game schedule, then it would kind of go this direction. All right, thank you, guys. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask, have you noticed teams doing anything different because of the success Alvin's been having as a pass catcher this year?
Well, the team we're playing, for instance, in the red area in third down, they doubled Mike, doubled Alvin, and Todd understands and knows brackets coverage, and so they trapped him basically linebacker safety, and then same way safety defensive back over the top of Mike, and then quickly you got to process that and then know where the singles are. And so that happened in the red area more. I think he's seeing more and more butches coming out of the backfield. So if he lines up to one end, before that end rushes, he'll look to reroute him. So there's a handful of things that we're having to deal with, and that's part of his success. All right, thank you guys.
Who that to the Black and Gold family members in the building? That was old Coach Payton on the line breaking down it. He ain't going to stay on there if he don't. You're going to have him get the hell off the line. Big ups to the family members tuning into this installment of the Sports Coma. Big ups to you and Yearns on this fantastic, Thursday? Sometimes I tend to get lost. We got so much that we do, man. Big ups to the family members. Thank y'all for joining us for this installment of the show. Please hit the like button. And welcome aboard, family members. Big ups to you and Yearns. Big ups indeed. So who that to the family? Big ups to Brother Jerry first in the building. Who that to you, fam? Good to see you. Torrey Shepard Sr., what's up, fam? Good to see you as well. Big ups. Brian Pearson, who that to you, bro? Good to see you as well. Let's see who else we got there. Torrey Shepard Sr., who that to you? Travis 504, who that to you? Tyra, what's up, baby? Who that to you? Gabriel Thomas, who that to you? Let's see who else. Iceman, what up, Iceman? Who that to you? Till, my dog Till in the building. Big ups to you, Till. Okula McGee, what's happening? Okula, how you doing, family? Who that to you? Devin C, who that to you? Devin, good to see you, fam. Big ups to you. Thank you for being here. Don, who that to you? Don, good to see you. Kai the Great, who that to you? Kai, good to see you there, fam. Who that to you as well? LMAO, who that to you? Say, what's up, Big Q? Is that you rapping? No, that's not me. That's Black Suede rapping. GQ86SU, who that to you as well? Big ups to you. Good to see you in the chat. Let's see who else we got there. Patrick, what's up, Pat? How you doing, fam? Good to see you in the live stream as well. Much love to you and Yearns. Thank you for joining us, my man. Let me see who else we got there. I won't pass up anybody there. Let's see, we got Patrick there. Let's see who else we got there. It jumped on me, fam. So if I miss you, please excuse me. It jumped on me. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can get... There we go. I'm back where I was. All right, Kyle. What up, Kyle? Good to see you in the chat, man. Big ups to you. Mike should be playing. He should be playing. Can't guard Mike should be playing in this game. Although we don't know how much, but he should be playing. He should be active in this contest. Thank you for question. Pastor Williams. What's up, Pastor Williams? How you doing, fam? He says, I rescind my complaint about Davenport. He looked good in Chicago. Yeah, Pastor Williams, you got to... give him a little credit. Like I said, bro, I spoke about Davenport, and I considered him like similar to Daniil Hunter, who hadn't at the time was hurt. But Daniil Hunter is hurt and done for the year for the Vikings. So he's still overcoming. It's just some players, man. The game is physical, man. It's a physical game, man. And you really be fortunate if you're able to go a full season. So when you see guys like Cam and Drew and the rest of them guys, you just got to give them much love and respect because it's a physical game, man. It's a physical game. And then fundamental stuff, the little fundamental stuff helps out. Like, for instance, when you get like Mike Thomas will know from now on to the end of time that when he blocking, he got to clear the block out. And that's what the coaches used to tell us when we was playing. Is that you clear your block out. Don't pity pat with him. Drive his ass out as far away from the play as possibly. Because had Mike had done that, he wouldn't have got rolled up on. So clear your blocker, man. Don't play with him. Don't pity pat. Clear their ass out of there. But thank you for a statement there. Straight Booming Podcast. What's up, fam? Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining us. Anthony Connerly, who that to you? Good to see you in the chat. Dada. What's up, Dada? Good to see my boy, Big Dog Dada in the building. Big ups, fam. Good to see you, cuz. All right, who else we got there? Revolt. What's up, Revolt? Revolt's in the building as well. Who that to you? Kyle says, my first time here. Love the quality. Subscribe now. Thank you, fam. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for subscribing and welcome to the Great Saint Think Tank. Big ups to you, Kyle. Thank you, bro. All right, Jacob. What up, Jacob? Who that to you, fam? He says, Brees okay? Will he play Sunday? He should play. He should play. This is a precautionary measure. I know usually we're not used to seeing Drew on that IR. People get like a like it's like they're looking at a three-headed lizard monster or something. and the lizard monster looking right at you, instead of doing like this. Come on, we going down. We're going to go down fighting, baby. You know, they go, That's how they look. All right, Phil the Throw Docs, who that to you? Jarrell Bledsoe, who that to you? That's like Ken Crawley when they throwing the pass at him. Oh, when they throwing that Ken Crawley. All right, let's see. Big ups to you, Jarrell. Good to see you in the chat as well. Rod Clay, who that to you? Rod, he said Mike Zimmer, we'd be out of a D coordinator next year. Mike Zimmer would be out of a D coordinator next year. Okay, Rod, thank you for that. All right, big ups to the rest of the family members chiming in. GM Kev says they talking about starting Jameson. Nah, well, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? From what I'm seeing, Drew Brees is not going to miss that game, man. He will not miss that game. I don't care what they say. Drew Brees is not going to miss that contest against Tom Brady, the second one, man. There's several reports I've seen on it. They're treating it as just simply a precautionary measure, but we'll go over the injury list. We'll go over a few news notes and items too, and then we'll do that, and then we'll take a break, a commercial break, in about about another 45 minutes after we go over the shows, over the news and notes. I go over your comments, and then we'll also then go into a break, and then we'll come back and we'll finish off the show. It'll be about 2-hour show today. And if you got any questions, concerns, or comment, put them in the chat, and I'll make sure I go over them. Questions, concerns, and comments, please place them in the chat, and I will go over them. So without further ado, we'll get busy, and we'll start looking at the news. So just give me just a second, family, and I get to sharing my screen, and we'll go over the injury report, and we'll cover this stuff. Here we go. All right, Saints injury report, family. We're going to go over it right here. And it's, like I said, it's for week 9. Tampa Bay is a big one. And it's like it's in the middle of the year, and you got a lot of banged up players. So, I mean, it's just what it is, you know. Justin Hardy, dealing with a groin injury, didn't practice either day, but we got to give him credit because, you know, he was here yesterday on the show singing and stuff. So we got to give Justin some credit. Sheldon Rankins as well. Did not practice. Is not surprising. We know that he'll be out for an extended period of time. Of course, Drew Brees popped up there yesterday and is limited with a right shoulder situation. You know, Elvin Kamara is there with a foot. He was limited. He fully practiced today. That's good news. Marquez Callaway was limited yesterday. He fully practiced today. That's good news. Michael Thomas, hamstring and ankle, limited and also limited today. And of course, we know about Nick Easton, who come out of the concussion protocol, and he back where he is. So, I mean, he's straight as far as that concerned. So, really concerning injury report, but good news is that Elvin Kamara fully practiced today. Marquez Callaway is fully practiced. And Mike Thomas, they're still limiting his production, still limiting. They'll work him back in there slow. But, of course, you know, your all-pro quarterback sitting there with a right shoulder issue, and it's not his non-throwing shoulder. It's actually his throwing shoulder. It has to make you think about things in a different way, which is why I kept saying, as much as I was saying, that you're going to win at a cost. Now, the cost is up to you. And I try to get people to understand where I'm coming from, but, you know, not to get caught in the now. Not to get caught in the nowness, because the mission is not over with. 5-2 is an admirable mark, but it is only half of the battle. The mission is not completed yet. Not saying you can't celebrate a little bit along the way, or, you know, say, yeah, and just be happy about it to a degree, but also realize that improvements still need to be made if we want to be getting to not just be neck and neck with the opposition, but to stump them out, rout them out, and dominate. That's what it's about. And I've often quite recently, questioned the killer instinct of the Saints. Years past, the last couple of years, the Saints had a killer instinct to pack away opponents. Not so much this year. It seems like we're good enough just scraping with these guys, and whoever makes the least amount of stakes wins the game. Chicago literally imploded in the central part of the game. We're down by 2, then got together and came back and forced the game into overtime. You can't do that. We have bad teams like that who don't want to be on the field, who's struggling and turning the ball over, who having false starts and literally breaking down, you have to stump on them team. You got to stump their asses out. You know, you got to have a killer instinct. And Michael Jordan always talked about killer instinct and having the instinct and the emotion or the drive or the determination to put opponents away when you have an opportunity to, and not sit them up there and let them linger. Big ups to you, Troy Thompson. I see you, Troy. Big ups to your family in the chat. James Van Corps, good to see you in the chat as well, bro. Who that to you? Good to see you as well. Kenny Sutton, what's up, Kenny? Who that to you? Good to see you in the building, bro. Kyle Davis, what's up, Kyle? Who that to you, bro? Good to see you in the chat as well. All right, we got Buck Nation in the building. Hashtag Skull Game. All right, good to see you in the chat as well, Buck Nation. And of course, you know, I don't know what the skulls is about. Maybe it's the skulls are letting you know that Skull Game meaning that you're buried because we beat you guys. I don't know what that's about. Or, I mean, we lead the series, sir. I mean, I'm just letting you know that. Collinator, who that to you? Jacob Arthur, who that to you as well, fam? Good to see you in the chat. But we welcome our Buccaneer friends in as long as they keep it respectable. We got quite a few family members that jump in on the stream and that pop up on the show sometimes. But sometimes you got to remind people, hey, guess what? Hey, Buck Nation, guess what? We won the first game. We beat you guys by double digits, right? And you might be, you don't have bragging rights, buddy. We do, and we'll see what happened after the game, man. May the best team win. All right. And what's that? Ocho, is that what it is? If I'm pronouncing that correctly, big ups to you. Teal said maybe he from the 7 War. Okay, he says we number 1 in the South. I got you, Buck Nation. Yeah, bro, you number 1 in the South because y'all played it. Y'all ain't play a bye week, my friend. Y'all didn't play a bye week. Y'all had an extra game, my friend. But if we were even Steven, then we would run the division. But the only reason why we aren't number 1 in the division is because y'all played that extra game, my friend. You played that extra game. All right. He says we splitting this. Oh, I got you, Buck Nation. I got you, my boy. I got you. He said, we splitting this. You're going to take half the pie. I got you, bro. I got you. All right. Well, welcome to the live stream there, Buck Nation. Good to see you in the building. Big ups to you, Daryl Hatcher. Big ups, fam. Good to see you as well. And we're going to keep going, man. Here go. This for Buck Nation. This is what their scouting report looks like. I mean, actually, their injury report looks like as it stands. Now you got Jamel Dean is out. He fully practiced after being out with an illness. He's back there. Ali Marpet, who's under a concussion protocol. It was an article saying that he could possibly be missing this game. And Marpet is one of their key offensive linemen. Chris Goodwin is limited with that finger issue. Now, he has like a cast over his finger. I don't know how effective Goodwin will be like that. He wants to play. I don't know if they'll hold him out or not. He was limited in practice. Scotty Miller, which is their number 3 wide receiver that Tom Brady's starting to grow an affinity for. He throws to Scotty Miller. He likes the speed. Kind of, I guess he reminds him of Elderman or, Wes Welker or something. I mean, Scotty Miller is speedster. He's good in that slot. JPP. Had a knee issue all week. He's limited. Mike Edwards, the safety, had a groin. He was limited. And, of course, Antoine Winfield, one of my favorite young defensive backs in the NFL. His father was big for the Vikings, and his son, man, know how to play ball too. And this guy is a player, man. I was hoping the Saints would look at Antoine Winfield during the draft, but they didn't. And Tampa Bay got a hell of a safety. That's all I can tell them. But it's not looking too bad if you look at what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers injury report looked like. I was a little bit more concerning dealing with Drew and his shoulder issue. So we'll monitor this and see what's going on. All right, fam, let's move on to the next news article we're going to talk about, of course, is Drew Brees. And we're going to talk about Drew's held back in practice for the second day. And this is what Mike Triplett delivered from ESPN. And he said that Drew downplayed, he downplayed it as far as I'm concerned, downplayed the significance of the shoulder injury Wednesday. He remained limited in Thursday practice. The Saints quarterback was working off to the side with no pads during the early portion of practice that was open to the media. was officially listed as a limited participant. It is rare for Brees to be limited in practice this late in the week, and unclear if it will affect his status for Sunday's night critical NFC showdown against the Buccaneers. It is also unclear who will replace Brees in the starting lineup. Let me clear that away. It would most certainly be Jameis Winston, because Taysom Hill damn sure don't want to throw the ball. When he have an opportunity, when you got 7 guys lined up along the line of scrimmage trying to, the box is stacked and he's still trying to run. He damn not trying to, you know what I'm saying? He damn sure don't want to throw the ball. I mean, he turned into a running back real quick. Now you got Winston and Hill, both candidates. Friday's practice should shed more light on Brees' status, although I bet my money that he'll play. He will play. Tro Blue, who that to you, Dro? B Jizzle, what's up, fam? Josh Goat 23, what's up, bro? Nola Balls, who that to you as well? Good to see the family. Thank y'all for joining us, man. All right, let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. And Brees appeared on the Saints injury report as limited Wednesday practice, but he downplayed that by pointing out that he was always limited on Wednesdays. Brees 41. Yeah, he was he limited on Wednesday. I'm always limited on Wednesday, but they're gonna stick a shoulder up there in your right shoulder. However, the shoulder injury appears to be a new ailment since Brees was spotted wearing a kinesio tape on his right throwing shoulder during the New Orleans 26-23 overtime victory in Week 8. Asked about the tape Wednesday, Brees laughed and said, "I'm 41 years old. I got a lot of stuff going on." But I just keep kicking. That's funny, Drew. He says, "I'm 41 years old." Now, Brees leads the NFL in completion percentage for those Drew haters, those Drew bashers. Brees leads the NFL with the completion percentage of 73.1 since Week 3, and he has the third highest passer rating, 111.2, behind only Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. Not bad. And on the plus side of it, New Orleans running back Alvin Kamara returned to practice, after being limited by a foot injury that they described as a minor on Wednesday. Also, Mike Thomas, King guard Mike, who's been dealing with ankle and hamstring issues, continued to practice Thursday and appeared close to returning to the lineup for the first time since Week 1. And of course, wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders said he's definitely playing after being activated from the C19 list. Kamara was listed as a full participant, while Thomas was limited participant, as we just witnessed. So, as you could tell, Drew Brees and them are definitely downplaying it. And Drew Brees, Mike Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, Alvin Kamara, the Saints are going to have their full bevy just in time for what's going to happen with the Tampa Bay matchup. So all I can say, man, is listen, this will be a good matchup indeed. The Saints are already winners in the first matchup. And all I can tell you, family, at the end of the day is got to take care of business, man. Like I've been saying, Drew Brees is 41 years old, and we need to help him with the run. That's why he's sore. He said, "I got a lot going on." And that tape is like that magnetic tape that they use. You see James Harden have on them. When they run that tape all on them, it's supposed to help circulate the blood, help blood get to muscle areas better. And that's the what that tape is about. But it's strange because, like I said, help your 41-year-old quarterback by running the ball, man. You got to run the ball. You got to run the ball. I keep saying that over and over again. Last week, we could have got some good practice against the Bears, who couldn't stop the run. But even when it benefits you to run, we don't run. Even when we do, we don't run it. I mean, you had 30-mile-per-hour winds gusting over Chicago Stadium, running through there, pushing everything and doing everything. And we had 3 or 4 of our top wide receivers missing. That didn't stop us from throwing the ball 41 goddamn times. I mean, like I said, it's just like you need some of those rest games where you take the strain off of his arm by running the ball. This goddamn guy don't understand that. I just don't understand why you don't understand that. You can't have a 41-year-old quarterback, Peyton, to throw the ball 35 and 40 times a game. He's 41 freaking years old. Help him out by using multiple running backs to run the damn ball. I mean, I just don't understand, man. This is simple. This is simple. This is not hard. When you made the decision to go to Drew, because Drew said he was done. He had to think about it for 2 weeks to a month before he decided to come back. It wasn't like that. He had to go over it, sit with his wife, talk to it about it, mull it over, say, okay, well, here I come again. But while that was going on, he begged him back. Got Jameis. Before he got Jameis, went with Teddy Bridgewater, let him go. He alienated Teddy by telling Taysom Hill, you're Steve Young and you're the future of the quarterback position. That's what he told him. Then back around, went to Teddy Bridgewater and tried to sign him to a multiple contract to come in. So which is it? And he was trying to give him trying to give him good money to be the quarterback. I said, this dude just screwed it all up, man. He pissed off Teddy. Teddy left Carolina. The trust was gone when you did that. You can't handle people that way. You can't handle people like that, you egomaniac. You can't do that. But now you got Taysom Hill who's scared to throw a pass. He looking at a 7 or 8 man box and he's scared to throw the pass. I mean, he don't even look at progressions. This guy be in a shotgun and he don't even look over the defense. He just goes into a running stance. And I'm like, wow, that's the guy that you won't be the quarterback. He don't even look at the defense, fam. So that's what I'm saying. He fought there. This was a risky proposition. Because we need the running attack. We need the running game. Nothing's been wrong with our running backs this entire season. If anything changed, it was most certainly not the running backs. Our running backs have been healthy all season long. And I've often said you need to run them. You need to run them because you need to take the pressure off the quarterback. You cannot have a 40-plus-year-old quarterback throwing the ball north of 35 attempts a game. It's not going to end well. I've been saying that. You need to help him by running the ball, but this flipping guy don't get it. He don't, even when games when the team is super shitty and they cannot stop the run to save their own wretched lives, but we throwing it. Throw it. I mean, seriously, man, good grief. And it's like, well, Q, we won. Man, that's not the point. Don't you know this is practice for the playoffs? This is practice for the playoffs. That defense for Tampa Bay is fast and furious. They're one of the top 5 best in the game right now. They're playing with a lot of confidence. You're going to have to hit them with that run, man. And Coach Payton, let me give you a bit of a caution to let you know. They're going to have blitzes up the center of the line, and they're going to listen. I'm going to tell y'all this right now because I study tape, and I know how football is. I'm going to give y'all a little jewel about this right now about the O-line. They're going to pressure the rookie. They're going to slide the blitz slide the blitz toward the rookie and put pressure on him, and they're going to try to put pressure in the face of Drew Brees. So look out if what they do to the rookie Ruiz at the right guard position. Watch out. I'm giving y'all an alert about that. John Thompson, who that to you, brother JT? Who that to you? Who that nation for life? Big ups. Who that? And that's what I'm saying. Watch out for the pressure on Ruiz. Listen, I'm telling you. Also, I want the family members to know that they understand that, and we have to do the same thing. We have to be able to get pressure up the center of the line because much like Drew, Tom Brady does not move very well. He's a statue back there. He does slide to this side, slide to that side, but he's a statue. None of those guys like pressure in their face. We got to put pressure up his face. Now, we know that Dennis Allen has been pretty pathetic in doing that, but we're going to have to come up with something else. We're going to have to slide the blitz. We're going to have to slide and overload sides. What happened to that? We're going to have to run stunts. What happened to that? We're going to have to slide Cam into mismatches along off the defensive line. We got to do that. Let's switch ends. Let's move this guy there. Let's cause a little havoc and some confusion to who these guys are going to block. A little imagination, perhaps. Some running attack. We have to be able to do that. And like I said, man, when people often think about what's going to go on, how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, of course, we don't do the Saints versus Buccaneers matchup until Friday, which is the show where we go over their depth chart, the statistics. We go over who the guys to watch out for. We play the interviews from the coach, and we'll know more about the upcoming matchup. But Drew Brees is going to play. Drew Brees is going to play in this game. So when it comes down to it, all I got to tell you, man, is that we should be able to take care of business against the Buccaneers, man. Just like we did in the first matchup. You know? I mean, we should. Antonio Bryan is down, but you know, so what? You know, and Goodwin, you know, was just as capable when we played the first time with with Mike Evans against Laddie Daddy. And people worried about Laddie Daddy. You don't have to worry about Laddie Daddy against Mike Evans. He get up to play Mike Evans for whatever reason. That's the dude he decided, today I'm locking that guy down. And that's what he does. he locks Mike Evans down. So you don't have to worry about Laddie Daddy. You're gonna definitely might have to slide a little protection to help Jackrabbit on that other side. But I don't know if this linebacker is gonna play. I doubt he'll play the new linebacker. So the Saints gonna have to do the job of covering Gronkowski, which should be beneficial. Even if Quan Alexander is not good to go this game, Alex Anzalone should be good enough to cover Gronkowski. Gronkowski's not O.J. Howard, for goodness sake. He's more like Jason Witten right now. You could put a goddamn defensive lineman to guard Gronkowski. He ain't breaking out. He ain't doing shit. All right, let's keep it going. Gundam, what up, Gundam? Big ups to you, fam. Good to see you in the chat. Much love to you, fam. Big ups to you. All right, fam, we're going to go over some stuff in the chat, fam. We're going to go over some stuff in the chat. We're going to roll over. But, I mean, just listen, man. We're in the halfway part of the season, and I keep saying the same thing. Put one in the chat if you agree with me that a 40-year-old quarterback shouldn't be throwing the ball almost 40 times a game. Put one in the chat if you agree with me. Put two in the chat if you don't. Let me see what we all hear collectively. Put one in the chat if you guys think that a 41-year-old quarterback shouldn't throw the ball 40 times. Grief. Trust the Peyton. Oh, my goodness. But see, there's no rationale for that, man. There's no rationale for that. That makes no sense. That is football stupidity. You got a 41-year-old ass quarterback throwing the ball 40 times. That is absolute. And then we on there looking. Why is Drew on that? Oh my God. Drew Brees is on the injury list, Q. Wow, no. What you expect, fam? What the hell? Why? What you expect, man? He's throwing it 40-something times. 35 times a game. You know, except for that Detroit game when he threw it like 25 times and they ran it 40 times. You're like, Q, what you want him to run the ball so much for, Q? That's the reason, family. I'll be trying to tell y'all. I'll be trying to tell y'all, man. You're like, man, what is going on here? You cannot do this. This is not the way to win. You're going to run them into the ground. This freaking guy don't understand. But you got Black Suede and everybody sit up here talking about trust the Peyton, like goddamn bobblehead. Like a singing mouth bass you hanging on the wall singing, that's Black Suede. Trust the Peyton. I mean, oh my goodness. Now Drew he's like, I'm 41 years old. I got stuff going on. We know you 41, Drew. That's why I said when we came into the season that Sean Payton shouldn't, he has 4 running backs on his depth chart, on the active depth chart, and he's not running but one of them. He barely runs Latavius Murray. Latavius got what, like 7 or 8 carries last game? How is that even possible for the second back that's a 6'3", 240-something pound running back? How is that even possible? How is he not getting any carries? And like, why, Q? What is working is working. You running Elvin Kamara in the ground, and you running that other Drew Brees into the ground. It's half the season. You can't do that to the men. They making money, but they got other guys that's collecting checks that's on this team that can help out, and you need to let them play. But you can't tell that man nothing. I keep sitting up here saying the same shit all over and over again. You cannot have Drew Brees throwing the ball north of 35 times every game. It has to be the running attack has to carry the team. It has to. It's not going to work any other way. It's not. You're going to wear him out. Good grief. Good God. Oh, my goodness. My damn. Like old what's his face say. My damn. I don't know what to make of this, man. Only thing I can say, bro, is I try to make sense of it the best way I can. It makes no sense for that man to be throwing the ball that much, and now he's sitting up here doing this. He putting icy hot on his goddamn arm. His arm smoking. And you know Drew Brees, man, he having issues pushing the ball down there. You can't do that to him. You got to run the ball, man. You got to run the ball. This goddamn dude don't understand shit, man. Got people tell him to run the ball. He blocks them on Twitter. What kind of chump ass are you? You know damn well you're supposed to run the ball. You got a 41-year-old quarterback. Run the ball, man. You expect him to throw the goddamn ball 40 times? 40 freaking times a game? And just stand up there. Drew's doing a great job. Drew's doing an excellent job. He's doing a great job for the Saints. We're proud of Drew. Drew did. Like, man, are you freaking serious, bro? You can't do that to a 41-year-old quarterback, dude. And he didn't just pop up here 41. We had him when he was 35. When he went 36, 37, 38, 39. We had him last year when he was 40 years old, and this idiot still trying to put, but he a genius, though. What genius you know his team, know that you can't do that to no quarterback. You can't have him throwing the ball that much. And then we surprised that he sit up on the injury list with the shoulder the throwing shoulder sore or whatever it is. Come on, man. You can't do that to him, bro. And that's what I'm saying. But they got these people out here calling them a genius and all that. Let this be another example of why I say stop calling him that. He good at what he do, but he's not a genius. He's not. Because guess what? Functional people, they know when to make adjustments and adjustments that work. And not just do something and say, Q, we made an adjustment. No. An adjustment is when you adjust to what they doing and your adjustment is successful at stopping what they did. And if you have to keep adjusting, you keep adjusting. That's what chess is. You don't make one move to they move and say, I made a move, so I'm good now. It don't work like that. It doesn't. Stop calling that man that. Stop calling him that. His head already big as hell already. Stop calling that man a genius. I keep pinpointing that to y'all. Stop calling him that. Peter, thank you for your subscription. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Peter. Welcome to the Great Saint Think Tank, fam. I'm not nearsighted, family. Y'all gonna learn that about me if you don't know. I'm not a nearsighted person. I've been trained to think in long increments, and I look at what I'm seeing, and all I could do is tell you guys what I'm seeing honestly with no filter. I'm telling you, this is a key example to stop calling him that, because he is. And then when his shoulder hurting like that, you got apologists like stop the what do you call it? What say? Thank you, Yasmin. Yasmin, thank you for subscribing, fam. Thank you. Welcome to the family, Yasmin. And then you got people like Black Suede. Trust the Peyton. Trust the Peyton. He's a genius. He's a genius. Trust the Peyton. The new bobblehead Suede is coming out soon, and it's gonna say stop. It's gonna say trust the Peyton. It's gonna go. You put it on your dash and you hit it, and when you hit it, go back from side to side. Go trust the Peyton. Trust the Peyton. Trust the Peyton. Trust the Peyton. But you tell my dog Suede that. You tell him that who's responsible for Drew Brees doing all that to the point where his shoulder sore. That ain't on Sean Payton. That's not on Peyton. Trust the Peyton. Trust the Peyton. Trust the Peyton. You hit it. You put it on your dashboard and hit it. You go. Trust the Peyton. Trust the Peyton. Trust the Peyton. Goodness good. Oh my good. What? Why they not hearing me? Why they not hearing me, family? Why they not hearing me? And they say, well, why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? That's blasphemy. Really? Really, bro? Really? That is why. Because stuff like this. I'm like, who's responsible for him throwing the ball that much? Who been yelling since the damn season started, before the season started, at the end of last season about running of the ball? Who was yelling it? It's documented. You can go back and look at the show logs. I've been here yelling to run the ball, 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 run the ball. That's me. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. And got shirts. We got shirts. We got shirts made up of dance and everything called 2 rushes, first down, 2 rushes, first down. I made up a shirt with 2 rushes, first down to make a joke so it can catch on. Thank you, Straight Booming. Thank you, bro. Straight Booming Podcast. It says Straight Booming. I thought it was a joke. Thank you, bro. Who? 2 rushes, first down, 2 rushes, first. That's me. I've been saying it all season long, made shirts. Run the damn ball. You know, look at the pro shop. We got shirts there. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got listen, you think we got all kind of stuff, fam. Look at the shirts. Look at these shirts here. Look at this. 2 rushes, first down. We got shirts and everything. Propelling these people to run the ball. 2 rushes, first down, because the Saints averaging 4.5, 5 yards a carry. We ain't building spaceships, run the ball. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on, fam. We got shirts and memorabilia promoting the man to run the ball, man. Come on now. Come on. You think somebody that's getting a good dose of running game will sit up there and make shirts selling you? We ain't building no spaceships, run the ball. That mean that keep it simple, stupid, run the ball. That's what we ain't building spaceships mean. Man, we got all kind of shirts saying run the ball and no excuses and all this kind of stuff. I mean, seriously, man. Seriously. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Goddamn, man, her arm hurt. His arm hurt. Goddamn, man. He on the injury, he on a list with his, and it's the right shoulder, they tell him. Y'all just showed you the report. That's it ain't the off shoulder, it's his throwing shoulder because he throwing the ball too much, man. You can't do that to him, and I said that, man. You can't do that to him. What's the good? I mean, what I gotta do, man, to get the message through to this dude, man. This guy is a complete and utter flipping moron. Let me tell you, say, well, Q, you little harsh. No, I'm that ain't harsh enough. You got your star quarterback, your Hall of Fame quarterback, who you begged back. You begged the man back. You begged him back. And now he's sitting on the report with the right shoulder because he's throwing the ball too much. And we sitting up here yelling to the top of the hill, run the damn ball and chew the clock. It is one of the biggest reasons why the Saints are barely beating teams that are not even playoff teams. Because he's running predictable plays to take some hill package. He's running these damn screen plays up and down the line of scrimmage. So you mean to tell me it's a genius move for somebody to do a wide receiver screen or a running back screen or a tight end screen down the line of scrimmage for 2 yards? You need a yard or two for the first down. So I'm gonna throw a screen 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage so I can get 2 yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. You tell me if that makes sense. Why am I screening 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage when I need a yard or two for a first down on a third down? Tell me if that makes any sense to you. Make sense of that shit for me. I don't understand. Football is not meant to be complicated, but it becomes complicated when you got a big big-headed, arrogant-ass coach who won't listen to nothing but his own way. And then he put a bunch of freaking yellowbacks, cowardly-ass yes men around him who don't want to tell him the truth and tell him, bro, listen, we need to run the ball more because we got a 41-year-old quarterback. We got running backs that's on this team right now that averages 4.5 yards per carry. If we give them the ball, that'll help keep our 41-year-old quarterback fresh. It'll help keep our offense on the field more 4, 5, 6-minute drives, which will keep the defense, their defense on the field, wearing them down, and our defense and the opposition's offense off the field. Our defense will be rested, and the opposing team's offense will not have an opportunity to gather a rhythm. And you slowly taking away reps from them every moment that you operate in these 6, 5, 6, and 7-minute drives. Can't get them to understand that. That is perfect football information. Can't get them to understand that. That all helps out. That goes under the topic. Your offense is your best defense. Meaning offense drives, keep their defense on the field, keep yours off, keep their offense off. Your greatest defense is your offense. They know about that. It's nothing out of the ordinary. But the thing is, this is what's happening. Now imagine with the rest of the season. You think he gonna yield? Huh? This guy if he plays, this guy got a freaking shoulder. You think Sean Payton gonna say, nah, we're gonna run the ball this game? You think so? Really? He had a supreme opportunity against the Bears. They're one of the worst run stuffing teams in the league. They was giving up 120 yards a game to teams, period, and they was dead last in rushing the ball. So the Saints go in there, they run the ball 30 times, get 122 yards against a team that give up 120. If they had to put more rushing to it, they probably would have hit them for another 30, 40 yards. Because you give the ball late in games to a guy like Latavius Murray, and a tired defense does not want to tackle a hard-hitting down-the-field runner. Then you got people talking about Q. They couldn't run the ball because they had 5 in the box. They had 5 on their 5. So you mean to tell me my 5 against their 5, I can't beat them? 5 on 5 meaning you got a man on a man. That still means my man beat their man. That 5 on 5 don't account for a guy that has to slide off a block to stop Latavius Murray, who running full speed ahead. Now he might get Latavius, but after he gets 4 to 5 yards, a chunk play right quick. So 5 on 5 don't scare me. My line is supposed to beat day 5. That's not that. I can't get, man, come on, this football. Let's talk. Let's talk some football, man. It's amazing to me, man. It's absolutely amazing. But people gonna sit up here, trust the Peyton. Trust the Peyton. And then I tell them that go right over their head like a sonic jet. Right over the top of their head. And they with 2-3 hours later, they turn around. What was that? It just, trust the Peyton, trust the Peyton. Stop it, Swade. Stop it. You don't have all the answers, Swade. Oh, my goodness, man. Let me keep it going, fam. All right, Jacob says we're going to swap. He says we're going to sweep Tampa Bay. I think we can, bro. Listen, to be the God's honest truth, bro, listen. If we grow up, who that to you, Ken Rasa? I see you, fam. Who that to you, Ken Rasa? Big ups. Big ups to you. Solo the Pro Cut King, I see you, fam. Lit Cookies, I see you, fam. Big ups to you. Good to see you in the chat. So, I mean, that's my do we beat Tampa? Early prediction. We can beat Tampa. We can, and I'm gonna tell you how you beat Tampa Bay. You gotta slide. And Dennis Allen, I know Dennis Allen's not gonna do this. GF Kev says Cuba Suede, no man is perfect. Yeah, GM Kev, you know why I put no man is perfect at? When he said that about Sean Payton, I put that up there with Kyle heard what he said about trust your eyes. Put that shit in the same cup and throw it out the window. Trust your eyes. Don't trust your brain and what you're seeing. Trust your lying eyes. But the reality is this, man, is that we can beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We have to get inventive. We're not getting pressure on the quarterbacks like we want. We did a pretty good job against Chicago because their line is not that good. But usually when you're not getting pressure, you're going to have to learn how to overload sides of the line and bring pressure. We're going to have to pick out a guy and move around players like Cam and Davenport. We're going to have to move them around, resituate them to create confusion, even if they switch out and it's not a mismatch. But the mere fact you see Cam hurry up and switch with Davenport on ends, or Cam switching on the inside over inexperienced offensive lineman, it creates confusion for the plays guard. They're like, anything that can get them startled and can kind of razzle them a bit, you want to do. And we're not inventive enough defensively speaking. When you're not getting pressure like over the previous games, you wasn't sacking the quarterback, you wasn't doing none of that. And more than likely the times is you're not doing it because you're trying to generate pressure with the front four because you're trying to use the nickel back or the modified nickel package with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson out there. He covers whatever's coming out of the backfield. He's on that, which means that you have DeMario doing what he do, situating. Then you have Alex Anzalone, who get the responsibility of covering the tight end. Well, guarding the tight end for this game shouldn't be an issue because Gronkowski is not a fast guy. He's like a Jason Witten type. He's kind of stone-footed. He catches a lot. He's been catching a lot more, but he's not a super a speedster and that athletic guy at this stage of his career. You can keep up with him with an Alex Anzalone. But the Saints have to get inventive with that front four, man. You can't just keep blitzing them and using them and shift them around, man. Create mismatches there. I mean, seriously, overload. When you're going to bring the blitz, overload a side or something. I mean, come with it from different angles. Look how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive coordinator he uses that personnel to the absolute maximum potential. I mean, if we had that guy as a coordinator, man, listen, they'd be having the blitzes, exotic, all kind of stuff coming from all kind of ways here. This fool here is so complicated with his defenses. His defense don't even know what he's doing. Supposed to be the opposite way around, Dennis. You're supposed to dumbfound their defense, not yours. I mean, their offense, not your defense. But it's amazing, man. We got to be able to get pressure on Tom Brady in his face. That's the bottom line. Pressure up the center, whatever how that looks. You got to get pressure directly up the center because that's what they're going to do to you. Look, and I gave you a jewel. I told you about watch out for them putting pressure on the rookie Ruiz. They see him, they pinpoint him as a weak link because he's a rookie. I'm just letting you know. I'm telling you. They're going to try to get the Drew up the center because he can't get away from that type of pressure. So if that's the case and they know they're going to come with that, then you're going to have to do a job of running the football. Well, Q, how do you do that? Don't run and none of that naked stuff. And please, look, this is a limit the screen game, okay? I would say this is almost like a zero screen game. Let's not throw the screen because you can't screen the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Let me tell you something. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to eliminate the screens out of this Tampa Bay matchup coming up here. You can't throw sideline to sideline against a fast defense, man. That's principles of defense. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You're going to have to punish this team. One of their best interior defensive linemen is missing. He's done. Vita Vea. They got McClendon in there, but McClendon not good as he's a decent defensive lineman, but you want to put the pressure on the center of that defense. We know Ndamukong Suh there, but Ndamukong Suh ain't the same Suh that we knew. This ain't the same Suh. This the slacking ass Suh who gets motivated. Every 3 plays he won't do something. So we have to put the pressure up the center of that defense. We got to. And then when they shift down, baby, then we go up top. You can't be screening. Let's let that be known. You can't be Sean Payton. You can't be screening left and screening right, bro. You can't be doing that, bro. That defense is fast and they go sideline to sideline with the quickness. You can't do that. You can't do that to them, and they're really smart. If you want, it's one of those games, family. Listen, family. And I know I'm giving a little bit, but I'm gonna go more over it tomorrow's show. But this is one of those games where you're gonna have to out physical these people. This is one of those physicality type games. This is one of those games when you gotta lay hands on them physically. You got to dominate them in the trenches and mush them and smush them up out of there. That's what type of game this is. You're not going to go sideline to sideline and outspeed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. You're not going to do that. That's not going to happen. So you're going to have to say, you know what? The shortest points between two destinations is a straight line, not a line down the screen, a screen or passes 8 or 9 passes behind a line of scrimmage every game for you to try to get a game. Come on, dude, cut that out. You can do that to teams that's not as athletic, but for Tampa Bay, you can't do that, man. You're going to have to tell them, listen, man, this is going to be a physical game. We got to get rid of it. We got to impose our will on this team. We got to take their hearts from them. That's what type of game it is. We got to run the ball. We got to smash them in their goddamn mouth. That's what type of game this is going to be. You're not going to screen this team. I'm telling you. And you can't let Drew Brees sit up back there with that ball in his hands more than 3 seconds. They're going to get to him. So you got to be disciplined and you got to be physical, baby. Let me tell you something. And you got to bring that mentality all night long. And you can't be stupid like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and poking people in their face mask and doing dumb stuff like that. Now, we got lucky that them referees didn't catch us seeing him do that, ripping the guy's face mask and sticking his hand all up in his face and shit. You lucky the refs ain't see that. We can't do that kind of stupidness, Chauncey Gardner, CD Deuce, or whoever your name is, because that's dumb what you doing. Hope somebody talk to this, man. Hope somebody talk to this little dude about this, man. You can't be doing that because, and also another thing to it is, you better watch out for the referees. They cheated on the back end of that game against the Giants when that call should have went against them. They cheated against them and gave them to Tampa Bay. They're already trying to help them out. You can't be stupid and give up penalties or miscues, and you can't go that you're in that bit. You got to handle your business. You got to hammer this team, and you can't be doing dumb stuff when it come down to third down. You got to eliminate the Taysom Hill package because that's not going to work against Tampa Bay. They're not stupid like the Bears defense and pathetic like the Bears defense was last week. Everybody in the stadium knew that they was going, when Taysom got the ball, he was going to get the ball and run, except for the Bears defense. Screen game ain't going to work. You can't do that against Tampa. They're too smart and fast. The only one way through Tampa Bay's defense, that's straight at them. Ain't no going around. There's one path, and it's straight through them. You want it? It's straight through the Tampa Bay defense. No more finesse and no more pizzazz. It's physicality at its finest. And you have the horses to get it done. You have the running backs to get it done. And then when they commit to stop you, then you start throwing the ball all over their head. How many times have I been saying that? I mean, I just don't. I'm at family. Listen, I can only tell you what I see and what I feel, and what I'm looking at. I know football, man, and I'm telling you, you can't run side, you can't screen on them. But watch Sean Payton screen. Watch he screen. Watch he Taysom Hill him. Watch the Taysom Hill package fail miserably against Tampa. Watch when the offense get going. Sean Payton, who Sway calls the genius, pulls Drew Brees out, who has a rhythm, and stick Taysom Hill in there. Watch he do that, jeopardizing and sacrificing his own offensive rhythm, doing the work of the opposition for the opposition, almost like a double agent. I'm thinking this dude is like the James Bond movie, a double agent. You're helping the guy. You're helping them goddamn people. Throw the Taysom Hill package in there. And Taysom Hill does not want to throw the ball. He don't even look over the defense. He just gets the ball and run. Where is the versatility in that? Where is the versatility? That package is a flipping joke, man. That package it's totally predictable and it should have been discarded. And I said that. Stop running that package if you're not going to let him throw the ball. That dude be in a shotgun and get the ball and don't even look over the coverage of the defense. He just grabs it and run like a running back. I'm like, hold on, bro. I thought you were a quarterback. I thought you was looking at this dude in a shotgun. He gets the ball out of a shotgun and runs it. He doesn't even take a look at the defense and what they're showing him. He don't even look at it. I'm saying, man. I told you, man. And you sneaking out 3-point wins, sweating your ass off for 3-point wins. Say, Q, why we lose? Why we barely winning these games? Because that's what's going on. And then watching the third quarter, you'll see a series of 3rd and shorts or 3rd and 5s, depending on what's going on. And then you'll see a Taysom Hill package that's down. You'll see him throwing 2 or 3 yards behind the first down on 3rd down when they should be running routes past the first down. Stop me when I'm saying stuff that's not football true. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me when I'm saying something true. Why are you running routes that's short of the first down on 3rd down? Huh? Why are you throwing about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage to get 1 yard on the 3rd and 1? Huh? So instead of doing it 3rd and 1, you going it's 3rd and 3 because you got to come 2 yards from behind the scrimmage line just to get 1 yard for a first down. Tell me if that makes sense. I mean, it's just absolute lunacy. And people sit up here saying, man, this, that, and third. No, the offense is not supposed to look like that. And the offense is staggering along in its week freaking 9. It's week 9, and this is the best you can produce. Is because it's not supposed, you're relying on a 41-year-old quarterback dinking and dunking because everybody playing back, and you should be hitting them with the run to force the defense to be honest and come up to guard the run and then go over their head. But the guy don't have the discipline to stick to nothing. He's a passing game addict. And only time he wants to, and he'll give you the run, but out of a passing style formation. What happened to the power I formation? You're going to need that in this Tampa Bay game. Let me tell you something. You're going to need that. Right now I'll be getting Dwayne Washington ready to roll. And I'll be channeling Dwayne Washington for late in the 3rd quarter into the 4th quarter when you need a bruising back who can pound that tired defense. I'll be hitting them with 2 Mike Tyson haymakers. 1, 2, even if I have to move Kamara out in the slot so I can decoy him to spread that defense open, then hit him with Dwayne Washington and Latavius Murray. 2 backs that averages 4.5 yards per carry. You think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won't deal with that? Hell no, they won't deal with that, especially late in the game. Anyway, listen, family. I'm telling you what, I'm going to go on to my commercial break. When I come back from the commercial break, we're going to finish up on our Saints talk. We're going to get that over with. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to get to y'all chat, and we're going to go over y'all chat. Questions, answers, concern, put them in the chat. I'm getting to them after the break when we get back after this break. So stick with us. Who that? Tax Solutions is a company that, together with their partners, provide virtual tax consultation and preparation for individuals, small business, and nonprofit. They also provide notary and a host of other business-related services for their clients. Their associates provide a systematic yet very client-centered approach to their services. They offer the industry knowledge and insight to help solve your most complex tax issues. At Remington, their currency is time, the one resource that cannot be replenished. For that reason, they utilize the simplest and most effective forms of technology to make their services faster and more efficient. No need to wait in the office until your taxes are completed. Simply upload your documents via the Taxes to Go app or via their client portal, and they'll take care of the rest. Remington Tax Solutions is a member of the National Association of Tax Professionals and participates in the IRS Annual Filing Season Program, which is a voluntary tax education program to stay abreast of the ongoing changes in tax legislation. Remington Tax Solutions has a strong connection to the communities in which they serve. It is a part of their mission to make a positive impact on the lives of their neighbors. So, if you're looking for a reliable, effective, and trustworthy tax preparation service, Remington Tax Solutions is the business for you. Contact Remington Tax Services at their number 682-307-4410 or simply go to remingtontax.com. That's remingtontax.com. Remington Tax Service, virtual tax preparation for the individual and small business. Live clean, eat cleaner. The only natural and patented produce wash. Eat Cleaner is a tasteless, odorless, and lab-tested line of food wash and wipes that is up to 99.9% more effective than water in cleaning wax. The only natural, patented produce wash in a 14-day study. Applying Eat Cleaner all-natural fruit vegetable wash to a variety of fruit and 100 pure guaranteed vegetables also prolong shelf life up to 5 times longer through a natural blend mixture of fruit acids and antioxidants. This can help save your family on average of over $500 per year, reducing waste and making it easy to get your half plate of fruit and vegetables each day. Eat Cleaner offers a wide variety of solutions for food safety and shelf life extension for consumers, retailers, food service, and operators. USDA bio-based, OMRI listed for use on organic produce, non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, made in the USA, lab-proven, and patented. So if you want cleaner fruits and veggies, try Eat Cleaner. Check the link in the description section below.
Tea is your escape. It's your opportunity to create a moment for stillness, for reflection, for yourself. It's your connection to a world of senses, flavors both exotic and familiar, energizing and relaxing. It's your retreat from an increasingly turbulent world. It's the perfect paradox of simplicity and complexity. Teabox.com connects tea to people, uniting the richest flavors of the finest teas with the curious, the cultivated, and the adventurous all over the world. The freshest tea you've ever tasted, from crop to cup. There's simply no simpler way to experience the wonderful complexity of tea. Teabox, packing up the freshness. Tea thrives on freshness, and so do they. Teabox temperature and humidity control facility ensure that tea is maintained. The teas themselves go into oblique bags with aluminum layers that protect them from excess moisture and light. With Teabox, shopping for fresh, loose leaf tea is easy because you make an informed purchase. You know exactly where your tea is coming from. So for the freshest teas in the world, check out Teabox.com. That's right, Teabox.com. Check the link in the description section below.
Are you a boxing fan? Check out Ring Kings Boxing only on the PRO Media Network.
The Kleins family has been getting people to go nuts for old nuts since 1995. As legends have it, a number of the Kleins friends who heard the idea said you can go nuts trying to name a store like that. In the excitement, the Kleins thought their friends said old nuts instead of go nuts and proceeded to throw caution to the wind. Old Nuts has over 2,000 items, bulk and wholesale prices of a whole lot of your favorite fruits, nuts, and confections. A selection of gift baskets for any budget, any occasion, and provides one of the best and impressively rated shopping experiences on the web. Fact is, between their selection, service, speed, or their online presence in the virtual mirror retail experience, they have developed an enviable client base that's comprised of personal and professional customers who count on their remarkable range of gift baskets. Think of gift basket, think about Old Nuts. Check them out, oldnuts.com. Check the link in the description section below.
Go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers. Tiger talk. Go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers. Tough Tiger talk. Go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers, go Tigers. Tough Tiger talk.
All right, family, thank y'all for sticking around for the next installment of the show. Big ups to the rest of the family members. Big ups to you and Yearns on this one. Thank y'all for joining me at the Sports Coma. TSC's Drew Brees held back in practice for second straight day. And we're not surprised, man, because Drew is throwing the ball a lot when he shouldn't be throwing the ball a lot. I've said that pretty much the entire first segment of the show. And we'll keep going on in that. Now I'm going to get into this side of the show. We're going to get into the comments in the chat. We'll read them. Send any questions, concerns, or comments you guys have. I'm going to do my best to answer them. So big ups to the rest of the family members chiming in. Big ups to you and Yearns. I'd like to thank all the family members for joining. Aquan Butler, who that to you? Aquan, good to see you in the chat, fam. Much love to you. Peter, big ups to you, Peter. Good to see you in the chat as well. Much love to you and yours and all of the family members. Jerry Love, who that big ups to you, Jerry Love. Good to see you in the chat as well. And the rest of the family members that are jumping in, good to see y'all as well. Madge Prom, I see your family. Big ups to you. Let's see, Warrior. Is that Warrior Braves? Thank you for joining us, family. If we got any new family members, Inevitable, I see you, Inevitable. Big ups to you. Nafizi, what's up, fam? Good to see you. Nah, I did. He said, Nafizi, did you see my sub? No, Nafizi, hold on, bro. I did not see your sub, bro. But if the family member sub, please, if you hit it, for whatever reason, sometimes it'll pop up. Majority of the time it'll pop up and I'll give you recognition on screen. So if it hadn't, and if anybody, we got any new subscribers that we didn't recognize, put in the chat, said, I'm a new subscriber and I will shout you out, man. We believe in recognition over here at the Sports Coma. And we do believe in that. So, let me know if that was the case. So if you're a new subscriber here and you haven't hit the subscribe button and join the Great Saint Think Tank family members. We serious about the Saints, man. We big time. As you can see, we definitely damn sure serious about the Saints. Raw Dog, what's up, Raw Dog? Big ups to your fam. Good to see you in the chat. Much love. J-Rock, what's up, J-Rock? Big ups, fam. Good to see you as well. And like I said, if we got any new family members and I didn't give you a shout out, hit the chat and let me know, family, and I'll give you a shout out for real, man. For real. So who that to the rest of the family members in the live stream on this one. All right, fam, I'm gonna hit this is a segment that we'll finish out the show by getting on the chat right here. And Jacob says Kamara should be the offensive player of the year. At this point, he is definitely the MVP. Ain't no doubt about it, bro. The way he been playing, if you make a list of guys who you would say, well, who's on that MVP list? Kevin McKnight, who that to you, Kevin? But if you make an MVP list, you got Elvin up here. Elvin is up there. Without Elvin, none of this would be possible in terms of the Saints. He's done some fantastic things out there. Kamara been representing. I got to give it to the young brother. He's been doing the absolute fantastic job. He's clearly the MVP if you want to look at that. Now behind him, then there's Drew Brees. So you got MVP Kamara, and right up under him is Drew Brees because Drew's been playing magnificently too. Fantastic statistics for Drew. 3 interceptions, even though it's 2 interceptions. He had 1 deflection in the game that a guy hitting the ball just went to the defensive lineman. So really only 2 interceptions, in my opinion, from Drew Brees. He's been real methodical. He's been really accurate and efficient with the ball. We just need to give him a competent running game, a serious running game, and you can watch how he can be able to last the summation of the entire long season. So that's a part of it, Thank you for that comment as well, Jacob. Big ups to you. All right, let's keep it going. Jim Kess, yeah, the shoulder was surgically repaired, so I know he in pain. Tori says, don't be out there. Okay, all right. Jerry says, Bucs fan, really delusional, Big Q. Well, I mean, he's a fan. What you expect? The man said he a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. And so, hey, that's being a fanatic. That comes with the territory. So I mean, we not fans here, man. And I keep telling the family members here, we're not fans of anybody team. We are New Orleans Saints family. We're not fanatics for anybody or any goddamn thing, period. Because to be a fanatic is absence of critical thinking and a critical thinking process. And we don't play that. We're going to use this brain to run around what we need to do. And we ain't going to just trust the baiting. Trust the baiting. Trust the baiting. All right. Okay, Ramsey. Who that? Ramsey, good to see you, my friend. Appreciate you joining us, man. Lit Cookies, what's up, fam? Thank you for joining us as well. Much love to you and Yearn. Peter, thank you for the comment, man. Peter says, great channel, first time viewer. How do you think they'll handle Antonio Brown? I'm scared of him, bro. You have a right to be upset, kind of afraid of Antonio Brown, bro. To be honest with you, because last time we seen Antonio Brown was that Pittsburgh matchup, and he lit the Saints up. And Laddie Daddy got himself schooled in that game. And Brown, well, Brown's it's gonna be a bit of with the AB. I think it's gonna be a bit of him learning. So there's going to be a rust factor, him being out for so long. But it's certain things that I don't think you have to worry about. Antonio Brown, he still has to absorb that system. And he's going to be rusty, but still, dangerous. So I think the Saints need to use the two high safeties to eliminate the deep ball, keep everything in front of them. That's the best way we can handle this. And, we could use Alex Anzalone, who's not been well. And people talk about the acquisition of Kawhi Alexander. But Kawhi's here. Alex Anzalone's history, he's done for. I mean, that was Alex's job to do, was to cover the tight end. They traded for a guy that's making $54 million over 4 years, and then he still owes like $20+ million left on the contract the Saints have this year and 2 more years, which elevate after this year to $12 million a season. So they're committed. They've basically paired Kawhi Alexander with Demario Davis for the summation of the next 3 years. So, we're going to see how that shakes. But we just have to keep an eye. We can slide protection to that side to kind of double them if we see Janaris having problems. And I understand that, but I'm more concerned about Scotty Miller, the slot man, and watching with the tight end with Gronkowski. I'm watching those guys more than AB. I'm kind of spotlighting Miller because to be honest with you, Tom Brady and Miller, they have a kingship for whatever reason. He likes Miller in the slot. He's a speedster. He's pretty crafty, and he'll be guarded by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who's been out of his head recently. I mean, he had that terrible game 2 weeks ago. Last week, he's doing what he's doing, sticking fingers and pulling. I mean, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson need to be slapped down to reality, man, for real. Slapped down. He cannot have one of those brain dead-ass games and things like he did against the Bears, and in the previous week, what he did as well. We can't have that because Scotty Miller will show him up. So I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, I'm concerned about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, man, because he looked like he deteriorating discipline-wise. Like the smart play from Chauncey is just like the last 2 games. It's like, man, listen, keep an eye on Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, family. I'm telling you, you better watch him. Thanks for the question there, and appreciate that. Big ups to you, Peter. Thank you, my friend, and welcome to the family. All right, let's keep it going, fam. I'm going to drop down here, and I'm going to get to y'all questions as well. Jim Kev says, Sean is never truthful on the injuries. I mean, you could tell, though. Gundam says, ready for Sunday, bro. All right, thank you. Big ups to all the family members chiming in. I see you, Daryl. Daryl Hatcher and the rest of the family. My dog, T, says, but we have a game over you, partner. Got to tell the Tampa Bay fan that. All right, let's see what else we got here. Tramal said, I want everybody for the Bucs to play, so no excuses. That's right. You got to take them out like, well, we ain't played because such and such was missing. We would have beat y'all. Nah, this is for all the money right here, Playboy. All that stuff about Tampa Bay and all that all stops Sunday afternoon. When the Saints play. We got to be able to take care of business. And we will, in my opinion, as long as we can keep it real and run the ball. I mean, we can run the ball smartly, not out of run plays, but line up a fullback and a tight end, maybe 2 tight ends, and play physical with the Bucs. We hadn't had that type of game since we had that Detroit game where we committed to the run. But I'm saying at least 2-3 games out of the season, we got to have those games when we get 40 carry games where we just beat and bruise and batter the opposing defenses. We got 4 running backs. We got 2 of them that are north-south power backs that average 4 over 4 yards a carry. We got to introduce them to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers interior defense. Let me tell you, I don't care how good they are. They're going to get worn down. Nobody want to tackle nobody running at them late in the third quarter and into the fourth quarter like that. Just using your personnel correctly, man. Why have those guys on there and you're not going to use them correctly? You're going to just use these 3 or 4 guys to turn the tide, man. You got to use your entire bevy of personnel to the benefit of the team. Get these guys in there and get them some considerable reps because we're going to need a lot of these players in the deep playoff run. I'm just keeping it real. All right, B. Jizzle says, man, the Bucs haven't made the playoffs since 2007. I would never argue with a Bucs fan. Thank you, B. Jizzle. Big ups to you, fam. Buck Nation man said, we going to eat against Drew and Thomas. Better play if y'all want to have any chance of winning. We always play, bro. But sometimes we have the problem of playing down to our opposition as opposed to come out with killer instinct. And that's the issue that we've seen countless times with Atlanta when we play down to our competition. What happened with the Carolina Panthers when we should have came out and ran over that team. Same thing with the Raiders when we should have came out and ran over that team. Same stuff. We just play down and it's just like, what are you guys doing here? You know, we got to remember what we here for. The Buck Nation man believe in his team. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. Brother Jerry said the Bucs should have lost to the Giants. Slick, yeah, that's that old treatment for Tom Brady. All right, Javier, who that T said you guys barely beat the Giants. All right, they was overlooking the Giants. That's why, Javier, you know, they should have lost that game because they were looking past the Giants, looking at the Saints. And the Giants sucker punched them, and then they had to take the referees to save them in the end. They know that was a penalty. Keep it real. You knew that was flag interference. I mean, that's a pass interference play. The referee knew what he looked at, and it took the other referees to talk him out of it. If I was that referee, I ain't talking myself out of this. I threw that flag that was pat. No, listen, you better do it because the referee up in the building, he said you got to pull that flag up. If you want to be on this team, you know you're on it part-time, right? Yeah, man, but I did it, man. Pull the flag up. I'm telling you, if you want to keep on being the ref. All right, I'll pull the flag up. No pass interference. We looked at it. No pass interference. You know, and that's why people despise and hate you, hate you dirty, corrupt, stinking ass refs. That's right. And we got shirts in the chat that disrespect these garbage ass refs. We got one that say, hey, ref, you suck. It comes in all colors. Go down there and get you one. It's in the pro shop. There's another shirt called the Dat Slap, with me slapping the piss out of a referee, slapping all of the headphones off the top of his head. It's called a Dat Slap. That's in the pro shop. All sizes and all colors. You know, that's how we feel about the referees over here. You know. But anyway, let's keep going. Jerry said, that's right, I'm attacking the Yucks. Phil the Throat Doc says, Bucs fans need to chill, LOL. This is only good year I've seen y'all so far, only because Brady and AB, LOL. They feeling good. Ain't nothing wrong with feeling good. But don't go up too high, bro, because the higher you go up, it's a hard fall, I'm telling you. And I'm speaking from experience, you heard me? All right. He said, what these ain'ts done lately. We've dominated y'all lately. That's all you need to know, right? I mean, we've dominated y'all. Y'all been lacking, missing. 07, that's a long time, bro, to be missing from the playoffs. That's well over a decade that y'all have not experienced playoff football. You might want to kind of teeter your tone down a bit. We are a serious team over here. And we're dealing slightly with some family issues with our head coach, but I think we'll ultimately right the ship. Yeah, and we'll right y'all Tampa Bay Buccaneers ship right to the goddamn Bermuda Triangle where it belongs. Tro Blue and Who That T says, equal to the rumble in the jungle, we have the slug out in the south. There you go. Dada says, you the same guy who rolled with RTP. He says, we got the South, too many weapons, too much. He just feeling good, man. Let him be in his own delusionment, man. Y'all just sit there and enjoy the man living in the happiness, man. It's been a miserable, crappy time to be a Buccaneers fan over the last 10 years. And they finally happy to have something to celebrate about. You know, and then, you know, I hate to take that away from him. I really do. Go ahead and celebrate, bro, if you think that's what you need. Because y'all gonna get a dose of reality real soon. You almost got it against the Giants. All right, Jerry says, when the last time the Bucs see the family asking all the questions? I don't have to say nothing. Kevin says, guys, remember there's no such thing as Bucs Nations. It's a small village. There have been some citing the Buc fans the last 10 years. B. Jizzle said, you haven't seen the playoffs since 07. That's funny. All right. He said, that'll end this year. Facts. All right, there you go. Jerry said, all right, it was 13 years. 13 years. Good grief, man. On some Chris Rock type stuff. Good God, man. Jamal says, sound like a group of animals gathered in the forest. Buck Nation. Don King says, Don says, keep dreaming. Who That Nation for Life said, Big Q, you remember that old school game where the Saints fan threw bottles at the they got for running up in there and doing that? You can't screw over the people and then we don't know that you working for the NFL and they're going to try to pretend like the referees are not an appendage of the NFL, that they're a separate group. Get out of here. What kind of ref union you got? They need to fire the union president of the refs because he can't get his organization to get full-time jobs. You can't even get them to get a full-time. Their refs are part-time. And that's how they like to keep them so they can control them. That's how they do it. But if you're a little scumbag and a yellow-backed chicken, you'll settle for some stuff like that. And most of them are. They're a bunch of spineless cowards that won't stand up for the right stuff. And if you know they're doing wrong, you need to expose them and come out and stop being a party to their corruptness and their evilness, because that's going to fly over your stinking ass too. And I'm talking to the refs. I ain't talking to nobody in the chat, just to let y'all know. I know sometimes I be railing them around, but I be slamming them refs. I don't play with them refs. Y'all know how I feel about that. Tori, Who That says, blessings to y'all, fam. Big ups to you, Tori. Let's see who else. Who That Nation says, Buccaneers ain't been nothing. Still going. Y'all just hammering this guy. This guy's like one of him against like 1,000 Saints fans, bro. You can't win that battle. Obviously, it's funny when you losing teams start winning and fans don't know how to handle themselves. Kenneth says, got to be able to rush the QB. Thank you, Kenneth. Who That Nation for Life. Switch up the D-line. Also let the O-line be confused. Thank you, Who That Nation for Life. Kenneth says, hopefully we can get there with a 4-man rush. Thank you, Kenneth. Gundam says, Saints defensive coordinator has a coach. A flawless defensive schemes can't be by ability alone. Thank you, Gundam. Tyra says, hold on, it jumped on me, Tyra, baby. Just when I was about to read your comment. Hold on here. Oh, goodness, Tyra. Jumped on me big time, baby. I done lost you. All right. Thank you. Once again, thank you, Saints Booming, for your super chat, fam. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah. All right, let me see. I'm sorry, Tyra. I done lost where you was at, baby. It jumped on me and threw you way out the way. I can't even find you now. All right. Hold up. Can I? Oh, yeah, I done lost Tyra. I'm going to keep going. I'll catch you down further. JT Who That says, I'm not worried about the middle. Eric McCoy, Center Rouge, this game is for our guard and center. Thank you, JT. Who That Nation for Life. If we don't care, take care of the ball, put the stream, we still on NFC South. That's what, who said that? Who That Nation? Who That Nation for Life. All right. And let's see. Devin says we have to run the ball north-south to neutralize the linebackers. They're too fast sideline to sideline to run those toss and stretch plays. Giants had success right up the middle with no Vita Vea. Great point, Devin C. Great point, Devin. Big ups. You got to attack them, bro. You got to attack them. Vita Vea is not there. They got McClendon. You don't know. McClendon is a decent defensive lineman, but he's no Vita Vea. You can run on this team up the middle. I just seem to be like freaking Groundhog's Day for me. I keep saying the same stuff. Who That Nation says, Brees have never been the QB to throw the ball 40 yards down the field. And when he did it, it was like once a game. Who That Nation said, there's never been Brees MO though. He's never been a Brees. Thank you, Who That Nation for Life. Nola Boss says, Tramal 6'2" with big arm. Like Kevin says, Q nickname is Saints. He said Q nickname is Saint Q. He accepts all fans from every team that don't have a place to get. This is the great Saint think tank, fam. That's why I say this is where all the brains come together. This is not like, we go over stuff from a thinking standpoint. We're not just a bunch of people on there saying, whoa, the Saints, they're going to win it all the way. We're going undefeated. No, let's rationalize this thing. Let's think about this. What we need to do. Once we recognize the issue, how do we then fix it? That's what this is. This is what the great Saint think tank is. And that's why I say, if you put your logic in the chat against the rest of the family members, introduce something to the chat that we don't know about. But I'll tell you one thing, if you come in here and you don't know your stuff, you're going to get found out. That's all I'm telling you. So just be mindful of what you say. If you're not used to the great Saint think tank, I'm just keeping it real. But don't be scared to communicate, because all communications are welcome, man. This is a think tank. James says, Who That? James says, I'm wondering how healthy we are and who's going to be on the limited reps during the game. Mike hamstring, ankle, Kamara ankle, Sanders, is he in football shape after C19, Callaway ankle? That's going to be a big factor. Thank you, James. Well, the report indicated that Alvin Kamara is full practice. He had a full practice, so he's not limited. So did Marquez Callaway, who's listed as full. I think 2-game absence for Emmanuel Sanders is problematic, but he's healthy. He's really hungry to get back. I think he'll really do some stuff. And we probably will see a limited Mike Thomas in the game. But I'll just be happy to get Mike back in the game. He's been working so hard to get back, man, and to be able to finally work his way back into a game. I think that'll be really cool. Inevitable says, just like the Chargers game. Thank you, bro. Yasmin says, facts. I just tuned in. It sounds very true. Thank you, Yasmin. Collinator says, Tiger Bomb. And what you putting on the shoulder, bro? Peter says, he says, for the first time viewer, thank you, Peter, once again for being here. Yasmin, too. Thank y'all for the new family members that subscribe, and much love to you as well. Lane Cavalier, who that? He says, do you think Callaway is a future star? I do think that he has a big chance to be here. You got Traquan Smith, who's realized his potential to a degree. He's looked terrific. Much love to Traquan, too. We get lost because our Emmanuel Sanders looks good. We see Marquez Callaway, Deontay Harris has stepped up. But don't forget Traquan Smith. Traquan is finally arrived. Now, he has to clean up a few things, but Traquan Smith stepped up. But I do believe in Marquez Callaway, Lane Cavalier. Thank you for that. Big ups to you. All right, Eddie Evans, who that to you? Eddie, I see you, fam. Big ups to you. Tramal says, I'm tired of Peyton embarrassing us in the playoffs. You gotta fix that. Inevitable said, about to watch the Niners in game. Hope it ends in a tie. Devin says, those DBs on the Bucs sit a lot on the routes. Yep. Lit Cookie said, who that to you as well. Jamal said, facts, Hugh, he's not a genius. Look, Sean Payton is not a genius. Let me tell you, Sean Payton is a very good football coach, but he is not a genius. I'm just keeping it real. A genius would not do what he's doing with Drew Brees. A genius would use his stable of bruising running backs that average 4.5 yards per carry. A genius would know to use the running game to space out the game so he can keep his 41-year-old quarterback fresh to get to the playoffs. We had middle of the year, and he's out of icy hot, Drew. He's throwing the ball too much. We got to rely on the running attack. And besides, people still have an idea that we're a passing team. We could take advantage of that by committing to the run, and we will get more success that way. We'll have a fresher quarterback. We'll have a fresher defense, and I think it'll help out. And the way we run the ball, because you say he'll run it, but I don't want naked runs, meaning running the ball without the fullback a lot, unless you're running out of a 3 wide receiver look and you decoying Kamara in the slot or something like that, and you spreading out the defense, and you give him a dose of Latavius Murray. I'm not against that. But what I am against is, and Taysom Hill has been looking pretty bad blocking too. Taysom Hill is missing blocks and everything. Just to let y'all know, Taysom Hill missing blocks and everything. I was watching the footage. I meant to say that after the game, last game against the Bears with Taysom Hill, I seen him miss several blocks. Excuse me, not tackles, but blocks. I seen Taysom blowing blocks. If you seen Taysom blowing blocks too, put one in the chat, because Taysom got to get it together, man. He did a good job. He caught the touchdown, but Taysom's got to get it together, man. He really does. The spotlight is on him. Nobody was worrying about him before. He wasn't really getting paid like that. But when you're making $8 million a season and you don't have a solid position, and listen, you're gonna have to step your game up, bro. You got to. And that's something I thought I wouldn't tell Taysom Hill. He to me, he always was a dude that came ready. But he got a new baby. He might be a little distracted. Stuff like that happens. It happened. His play is affected. Look how having a baby, man, that shifts your attention, because he just had a baby, him and his wife. And then the same thing happened when Alex Anzalone had a baby. And look how they're playing. So it's a difference in the style of play, and it's like kind of a distraction, because you got a newborn baby, you got your girl there, and you're worrying about all that kind of stuff, and you ain't focusing on what you're focusing on. So hopefully they settle down and get it done. Peter says, Brees in the interview yesterday seemed like something was wrong. Now I see 2 days held back in a row. Yeah, they limited the snaps, and we need to rely on our running attack more. Keith Herder says Saints need to play man up front and zone in the back. Thank you, Keith. Good suggestion, bro. Good suggestion. Thank you and welcome. Hit the subscribe button, Keith. Troy, who that to you as well. The rest of the family members. Inevitable. I hate both those teams, especially the Packers. Ramsey says, Q, since everybody, including Tampa Bay, know that Drew's injured, their defense is really going to come after Drew if they don't run the ball. Very true, bro. Last game against the Bears, They had every reason to run the ball. The Bears is awful running attack. There's 30-mile-per-hour gush in the stadium, and we still throw it 41 times and barely beat them by 3. When are we going to get the message that is not how we're going to win these games the right way, by forcing our 41-year-old quarterback to throw that much? Hopefully we get that message. And I'm sitting up here saying the same thing. Hopefully they understand that you cannot do that to Drew Brees. You need the running attack. Running attack should be first. The passing game should be second, because you have a 41-year-old quarterback who you got to limit his throws. And there is no limiting of his throws or nothing. This man just got him out there throwing the ball 35 plus times a game. That makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. Jerry says 2 rushes, first down. All right. Peter says Murray needs more carries. If you stack the box, keep running and wear out the linebackers, it'll help Brees in the pass. If they stack the box, then we can throw it up top their head. See, that's what I'm talking about. If we can get them to commit to stopping the run, then it opens up the passing lanes. Then we can throw the ball over their head, because when they come out, they plan the pass. They're going to come out playing the pass, because that's what they're going to be caring about. Especially with Mike out there and Emmanuel back, they're going to worry about the pass. And then they know the people Zimmer, at Bruce Arians, Harbaugh, and guys like that know Sean Payton. They know he's stubborn. You can have the layout of the game plan on what the team can do, but you got to know the coach and his tendencies, because it's all driven by the coach and what he do. Is this guy stubborn? Is he a guy that goes away from the run, even when it would benefit him to run, as opposed so he can force the pass through? Is he a guy that will not focus on your Achilles heels and try to beat you at his strengths? Like if you got a passing attack that's a top 5 unit and the Saints going at it, he's going to try to attack the top 5 pass. Now you got a run defense that's ranked in the bottom 10 in the NFL. He won't run the ball 35 plus times on 40 times to drive the strength of the game through the running game against that defense, but he'll try to throw it 35 times against a top 5 unit just to prove that he can do it. That's what kind of dude you got. And if I know that guy, they know that. They know who this goddamn guy is. And it's for his benefit for him to change that thinking. He has to change that thinking, because that's why I be telling people, I be saying, listen, it is as much the coach issue as anything. It's not Peyton's fault, says Swade. It is Peyton's fault, because it is his game plan that they're executing. And if he's the offensive coordinator, are we forgetting that he's the head coach? No, he's the offensive coordinator. He calls the plays. So if he's calling an imbalanced playbook when they're not running the ball and they're overthrowing the ball, which is what I've been saying all season long, is they're overthrowing the ball. You can't keep throwing the ball on 35 plus times with a 41-year-old quarterback. You're going to run him into the ground. And now he got an arm issue on his throwing arm. I kept saying that. You don't think he knows that, but can he help himself? I say no. It takes discipline to change, man. It takes discipline to change. And you can't have your ego to get in the way to understand when you need to change something. If your ego too big, and it's going to prevent you from making the proper necessary changes that you need to do. Like, your ego is the main reason why you force feeding the Taysom Hill package. Everybody's telling you, even the dumb national people are telling you Taysom Hill packages don't work. Everybody's saying it, but what is he doing? Still running them. The screens is not getting the kind of yardage you need to get. Why are you throwing the ball 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage? Why are you throwing the ball 8 times behind the line of scrimmage a game when you need to power the ball? The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So why are you not using the running attack in that regard? I mean, seriously, man. This is commonsensical. But when you're an egotistical maniac who got his head puffed up because people keep calling him a genius when he's not no genius, and I'm sitting up here saying stop it because he's not a genius, because genius don't do stuff like run his 41-year-old quarterback into the ground by making him throw the ball 35 times a game because he's the offensive coordinator. That's not what geniuses do. Geniuses use their team to their best benefit, including players behind the players, the role players, Latavius Murray, Dwayne Washington. If they're active on the active roster, they need to have a play in the offensive playbook or the defensive playbook. And if you know you're not capable of staying balanced, you need to add more spots to the defense so they had an extra lineman or extra cornerback or defensive back who can get out there and help keep the defense fresh when you're doing this stupidness. Or you go 3rd and 1 and do some silly ass reverse play on 3rd and 1 when all this is called for is just Latavius Murray and a fullback. I mean, that's not geniuses. Don't do that irrational shit. What kind of genius you talking about here? Dada said special teams will need to play a part. I keep saying it. Nafeezy, who that? He said, did you see my sub? No, I didn't. And big ups to you, Nafeezy. Welcome to the family. Thank you, bro. For the Saints, who that to you says, say Q. Stevie, wonder can see what Sean Payton about to call. And Ray Charles and Clarence Carter. You be stroking. I mean, man, listen, Jeremiah, who that to you, bro? I see you, Jeremiah Smith, who that to you, bro? I'm the passion of all the great Saint thing, man. They just as passionate as I am. And I'm sitting up here, Dave Kemp, who that to you, Dave? I'm sitting up here looking at stuff saying, man, listen, bro. We don't have to, those games don't have to look like that. They really don't. If you run the ball, you will see a whole nother game. You will see a fresher defense and running the ball with the tight ends and the fullback. If you got a fullback, you need to have him out there blocking for your Latavius Murray. You really do. You need to have him out there blocking. And that's what I'm saying. We need to run the ball. It is physical time. You don't be finessing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Get physical with them and see who's the more physical team. And they thinking the Saints a finesse team because we got a finesse soft-ass coach who don't want to run the ball because he said early, and I covered it on the press conference in previous shows, that it's getting harder and harder to run the ball. Why is that? Because he doesn't want to run the ball. He wants to throw the ball 70% of the goddamn time. Finesse-ass coach. That's what you got there. Finesse coach. You got a finesse safety and a finesse coach. This guy, when the last time you seen this guy get physical and put the ball there, go mano a mano with the power eye? I mean, that should be the mantra going into the Tampa Bay game. We're gonna beat this team ass on the line. We're gonna show them that we're gonna get fit. They're not ready. Listen, you go into that game saying we're gonna out physical Tampa Bay they're not ready for that. They looking for the finesse Saints. I'm telling you, they're looking for the finesse Saints. They're not looking for the Saints that's going to beat their ass up and run and dash and bash their ass in. They're looking for the finesse Saints that's going to screen left and screen right and screen and do all this old unnecessary nonsense. I'm telling you, watch. A stubborn ass egotistical coach going to run screens when he know the defense is fast enough to break that shit up. And they smart too. He going to do the wide receiver screen. Watch the Taysom Hill package come out. Watch. I'm telling you, that's not no genius do stuff like that. Peter says, is our fullback injured? I rarely see him. Did Sean Payton pick that guy? I said he should have cut that guy and had Dwayne Washington as a fullback or ran the fullback by the committee. We don't need that guy. That guy be missing blocks on the kick return and punt return team. What kind of fullback blowing blocks on the kick return, punt return team? Head coach need to look over the team. The punt return, kick return aspect, I look at the entire team, family. I look at it all. The kick return, punt return team is a complete joke. We cannot kick return and punt return to save our lives. The guy get tackled by 2, 3, 4. One time I seen 5 people tackle the punt returner. How is that even possible? That mean them assholes not out there blocking at all. They are absolute garbage on the kick return, punt return team. And I'm surprised because I thought this guy was one of the best at doing that in the NFL. But if it's not to the coach to get on him for that. But he too busy, got his face in that Waffle House menu. We got a big ass call sheet the size of the Waffle House menu, and he calling 10 plays in circle. He must got them plays supersized on there. You got that big old waffle menu, big Waffle House ass menu, man. On up there, he called and played big Waffle House ass menu. He got him right there. Might as well tape it to his hat. He just walk around with it like that. He right up on it. He can't barely see. He right. Goddamn menu the size of a Waffle House menu with 10 plays. He running this circle. And half of it's Taysom Hill package. I'm saying, come on, man. Come on. Match Prom, who that to you? All right, let's see who else we're going down. Aquan says, Mike playing this week. Yeah, Aquan, who that to you, fam? He playing, bro. He'll be kind of limited, but it's all good. Jerry Love, he says, Sean ain't going that. All right, let's keep it going. Lit says, what about Sanders? Sanders is playing. Devin says, prime time, we're going to see a trick play from Peyton because everybody watching. We'll see, bro. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see indeed. All right. Devin says, hold on. It jumped on me again, family. Arnold says, wishful thinking on the screens. Arnold said, man, are you crazy? That dude is not going to stop doing them screens, Q. That dude, that's all he know how to screen. We're going to do some screens. The only question is, do we screen to the wide receivers or the tight ends or the running backs? I say we do all of them. But, coach, their defense is fast. That don't matter. We're gonna still run our offense. We're going to not let them dictate to us. Okay. And besides, nobody's going to call me out. You know, and they're not going to tell me if I do it, I do whatever I want to do, right? I'm Sean Payton. I got Black Suede telling me to trust the Payton. Trust the Payton. They trust me. Devin says, we can't mess around with these toss plays. They linebackers too fast, sideline to sideline. Power run the ball up the middle. Thank you. I think I read that. And JT says, Q, let the screen reverse psychology. Yeah. Collinator says, there are reruns. Seems like you have said this before. It do feel like it, doesn't it, Collinator? Every damn week I'm saying the same thing about running the ball, man. Running the ball. You're right, Collinator. It do feel like I'm trapped in Groundhog's Day, bro. Peter says, running game wears out. Defense is just a football fact. Thank you, bro. That is all I'm saying and trying to relay and convey to the team's top head, the head coach, to his brain to let him know, run the ball and spare your quarterback's arm. Pete also says Taysom is terrified to throw. An INT. Yeah, well, he'd rather take a smash in the face from a linebacker blitzing than to take a deep draw. I mean, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Taysom. Devin said he is the next Steve Young, Q. That's what Peyton told us. That's why I said you can't trust the Peyton. Trust the Peyton. Trust the Peyton. You can't trust the Peyton. He told you that ridiculousness, and I told y'all, man, cut that out. He should have said that he has Steve Young type qualities, not that he's Steve Young. But it's mighty funny that you call a man a Steve Young and then convert him to a wide receiver who plays on special teams and use him as a tight end. Oh yeah, I really believe you on that Steve Young crap. Collinator said, hopefully Sanders and Mike will make a big difference. Peter says, do we know if Mike will play? He will play, Peter. Aquan says, yeah, and I think I read those. What about Sanders? Yes. Jerry says, he says, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right, baby. Thank you there, brother Jerry. Appreciate you, baby. Devin sees primetime game. We're going to see a trick play. Okay, I read that one. He jumped on me. Aquan said, wow, it's all about to happen for big games. Kenny says, we just need to play a smart game against the Bucs. Yep, we need to. Crash, thank you, Crash. Hit the like button, family. If you hadn't hit the like button, hit the like button. David says, Winston would be a perfect fit for this game. A little revenge, huh, Dave? I see what you're saying, bro. A little revenge on the team that got rid of him. Wouldn't it be cool if he go back there, if Drew can't play, right? And Jameis Winston gets in there. Jameis Winston gets in there, right? He gets up in the game, right? And he goes back to Tampa Bay and beats Tom Brady, their savior, in his form. Wouldn't that be poetic justice? I don't think Jameis plays though, man. You know, and we haven't put him in an active duty at all. And you know, I just don't think that the Saints would not take that risk. Maybe against a team, if you know, but Tampa Bay, they need all hands on deck for this one. All right, Peter says, great channel. Thank you, Peter. Raw Dog says, what do you think about CJ playing free safety and benching Marcus Williams and play Keith Washington nickel? I like that, bro. I like them ideas. I think Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, we talked about this before, is that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is getting exposed at that nickel, man. He could play that nickel, but that is not his job. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is a safety. He was born to be a safety. He's not a cornerback. He could play that for you in a pinch. I think the Saints are getting enthralled with Marcus Williams, but I'm for you. I think that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson would be way better. I think he's a guy that has the temperament for it. I think he'll come downhill and pop people. You know, he has the attitude. Marcus is too docile. He's too nice. He's too nice of a guy. He doesn't have the proper temperament back there. He's not a good tackler. He's a step or two late to coming over to help out on plays. He doesn't exactly know what he's doing. He's not playing with confidence. And I can't tell you why the kid been here. Over 56 games this kid done played as a professional
and he's been starting since they drafted him out of Utah, and looked like to me on film that he's regressing. If you look at his statistics, his numbers, his tackle numbers have reduced themselves from 72 when he started in his rookie season to whatever it is now. Every year is a trending drop of him, and it's not supposed to be that way. He's supposed to be going up. There's been no change in the defensive coordinator. He's had Aaron Glenn all of his years. He's had Dennis Allen all of these years. And they have not benched him. You know, he had 4 or 5 games where he missed due to injury. But as soon as he came back, they put him in there cold turkey against the Vikings. He sucked it up, stanked. The rest of them did as well. But I'm for you on that. We do need to change at the safety position. And I'm not against that. But the problem is, if you take Chauncey Gardner-Johnson away from the nickel spot, you don't have nobody to put there. And the Saints did that to themselves. They didn't bring in any veterans that they can put there so they can make a swap to put Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back there. Matter of fact, I would even go as far as to say that the Saints are frozen with their secondary as it stands, to keep it real with you. They're frozen, meaning there won't be any changes unless an injury occurs. They won't be any changes. Like those guys, all of them, they can get burnt, toasted, cooked, filleted, fricasseed, rotisserie, barbecued, skewered, all of that. And get touchdowns thrown on them, get burnt, twisted, all that kind of stuff. And then they'll march them out there the next series of plays. They don't make them do no sit-ups. They don't make them do no push-ups. They don't fuss at them. So you can go out there, screw up, get touchdowns thrown on your stinking ass and everything, and the coach look the other way and send them right back out there. Well, you tell me if that's functional and that makes sense. And it's a wonder why Chauncey Gardner-Johnson doing the stupid ass shit that he doing right now in the last couple of weeks. There's no threat, man. Listen, you keep this up, we're going to bench your ass. You understand me? Well, go ahead and bench me. You're going to put me right back there. Why? Because P.J. Williams going to come out there and he going to get cooked and toasted. Oh, we're going to put Patrick Robinson. No, we're going to put Justin Hardy. No, we're going to put Ken Crawley. Are you serious? And I like to see what Keith Washington can do, man. Because we know the upside. None of these other guys are going to get any better than what they are now. We know that about Crawley. We know that about P.J. Williams. We know that about Patrick Robinson. They all each have hit their ceiling. There is nowhere else for them to go, like Bill Nye said. This is a closed environment. There is no way to go. It's the same thing with these what we call the Dollar Tree quartet. Y'all know the guys. You know the thing. There is no reason. That's why Chauncey Gardner-Johnson can cut up, because he got the Dollar Tree quartet behind him. Patrick Robinson, P.J. Williams, Ken Crawley, and Justin Hardy. The Dollar Tree quartet. They ain't worth no more than the dollar. They all get burnt, toast, cooked, twisted, bent, knocked over, and everything. And they know, because they ain't gonna march these guys out here. And whose fault is that? It's their damn fault for bringing these guys on this team when you had credible veterans out there and draft picks that you could have used. But you're gonna march the Dollar Tree quartet out there because they ain't worth the dollar. They can't even cover their own beds, but you're going to put these guys on this team to get smoked, barbecued, fricasseed, rotisserie, turned around, burnt, whatever you want to call it, that's what it is. Absolutely. That's why they can do what they do. That's why I said the secondary is frozen where it is, because can you see them pulling Chauncey Gardner-Johnson out of the nickel position and putting any one of those guys from the Dollar Tree quartet up there? Can you see that? All right, then. All right, J-Rock says AK-41 is the MVP of the team. Drew is the NFL version of MacGyver. He's been without a full wide receiver coach for 6 weeks. We still 5-2. I agree with you, J-Rock. AK, Alvin Kamara is the MVP. Co-MVP is definitely Drew Brees as far as the team is concerned. So big ups to you, fam. Thank you for that. Miscellaneous Mail said they should snatch Earl Thomas or Eric Reed if possible. Miscellaneous Mail, who that to you? Thank you for joining us, bro. And you absolutely right. Excuse me, you're absolutely right. I'll take either one of those guys. I'm going to be honest with you, either one of them. And they say no to Eric Reed because, remember, he threatened to knock the heat all up in Malcolm Jenkins' face. But damn that. You know, the hell with that. Eric Reed could really help the Saints, man. Plus, he a former LSU dude. In his prime, the dude's really talented, man. Smart player. We could really use him. Malcolm Jenkins and him just going to have to make it do. Damascus Roberts, who that to you? Good to see you, family. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the live chat, bro. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. All right, we keep going. Kenny said, I think we might see the Bucs again in the playoffs. Jermaine said, if the Saints ground and pound that ball all night, they shouldn't have a problem. That's true. I agree with you, bro. Big time as usual. Man, they got some really great family members in here, man, with a lot of great commentary. And I'm working my way down to all of them, bro. It just jumped on me. So if I rush over your chat, it jumped on me. I'm doing my best to keep up. All right. Straight Booming Podcast says, let me see that dap slap shirt. You got to go to, I don't know if we got a dat shop. You got to go to the pro shop, bro, and look it up. I don't think we have an advertisement for it anymore. They had made me one and sent it to me and put it on here. I don't know. I don't think we have it anymore, the dat slap shirt advertisement. Toxic Z, Ghostman, thank you, bro. Toxic Z, Ghostman, who that to you? Welcome to the Great Saint Think Tank family. Thank you for joining us. Who that to you? And welcome to the family, bro. Thank you. All right, let's keep it going here. Arnold, what's up, Arnold? He says this game will be a good test for Ruiz. Thank you, bro. Joshua says, haha, we'll see Antonio Brown drown. Antonio drown. Josh Taylor, who that, bro? Says about that and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. That's funny, bro. J-Rock says, Big Q, did you see Colin Cowherd's playoff prediction? He had the Saints losing to the Eagles in the opening round. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Colin Cowherd is a I tell y'all that every time. Colin Cowherd is a bureaucrat pretending to know about sports. I'm telling you, man, I was looking out like, man, this dude is a joke, man. Do people really listen? I think your witchcraft is real. Y'all know that? Spells is real, bro, for real. Propaganda is real, man. I'm telling you. I mean, seriously, bro. Because some of these people out here talking sports, man, when we do the TSC Q&A on the Patreons on Tuesdays, man, I be eating their ass up on there. Like, what are you talking about? They facts be wrong. All that. I mean, and it's just, I be eating them up on there, bro. You know, all of them, the ESPN people, the Fox people, all of them, they just be, all they facts is be just upside down. They be talking to people like they, like presenting an argument like, they're the authority. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. I be eating their ass up on that, but you're right, bro. That's absolutely insane. The Eagles are a joke, man. And obviously, he thinking about he think Tampa Bay. I seen the one that he said the Saints gonna lose to Tampa Bay. He had his little sidekick on there, his little Igor on there running around. Yeah, bounce. The Saints are gonna lose. They're gonna lose. Oh yeah, there's a little Igor on there. They're gonna lose. And then later says the Saints are not very good. And I'm like, look at this in here. What can I tell you, fam? You just gotta do it, man. Devin says Schrager on Good Morning Football says Peyton deserves Coach of the Year, bro. Listen. That's why they outside people. That's why they're a joke. Tyrus is all good. Y'all was laughing at you. All right. Jared says, I cannot stand the zebra in the Packers 49ers. Y'all know who it is. Bill Novakovich. I don't know. Jamal said the Niners are wounded. Miscellaneous says Peyton won't see that. I feel like he don't even watch film on other teams' previous games. Wow. I hope he does. I think he does, bro. I just think that he has his opinion of himself is too high. It's like when we did a Ring Kings boxing the other night, and I went off, man, on Deontay Wilder, who I like Deontay Wilder, but I often try to bust the bubble of these celebrities because for somebody told them that they the power, they got all the power. No, you don't have nothing. All you have is a fragment, a small taste of what people give you. And they perceive that you've elevated me to the point where this dude talking about your king is here. You ain't nobody's king, partner. Stop that. Cut it out. And the celebrities got these weak brains and these fragile egos, and they get these positions, and then they stand up there and they think they're better than you when you the one put them up there. So every so likely, I like to snatch their ass down off that pedestal and let them know you ain't nothing, and the people are where the power is. But the whole dynamic is built around putting you at the bottom and them at the top. When it's all in reverse. And I told y'all, often the truth is all in reverse. It's in reverse. If they're telling you something, if you flip it around, chances are 90% of the time it's the truth. It sounds crazy, but that, man, listen, you living in bizarro land, man. All this shit is flipped upside down. The truth of the matter is that each and every last taxpayer that contribute to to the Saints that they should get a check in their mailbox every damn month. Like, what you mean, Q? You pay for their buildings they practice out of. You pay for their utilities. You pay for their water. You pay for the billion. They make hundreds of billions of dollars every year. And you mean to tell me you ain't supposed to get none of that? Not even a break? You know? You ain't supposed to get no free merchandise, even though you pay for the buildings. You get charged $25 to park in the facility, and you paid for that tens of years ago. They don't pay no rent. They don't pay nothing. They just make max profit, take all the concession money and split it with the city. They don't give you nothing. And they talking about where our tax at. Nah, man. See, when you start thinking like that, then you as a collective can come and say you can start demanding what's yours. Because that was kind of bull crap that's running around. But all you get is this is your team. This is the New Orleans Saints. But you can't go there, open that building up and go sit in there and put your feet up there and say, I'm watching the Saints play. No, they'll run you out of there, put you in the jail. So what you telling me? That's propaganda, man, because the reality is the power is with you. You put all your energy, your time, your money, all that into that. And that's why I be telling these people who these pretend entertainers are thinking they got power. You don't have nothing without the people. You don't have nothing. And all they do is put around them yes men to update their ego. That's all they do is put a bunch of goddamn yes men around. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm great, am I? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You certainly are great, sir. Yes, you're great. Yeah, you're great. Should I go out there and tell the people I'm their king? Yes, sir. You should go out there and tell them you're king. You're out the king. Do you ask them what you the king of, partner? What you got? Well, I won the heavyweight title. Do you own that title? No, you got to pay money just to have that title. It's called insurance. They charge them a fee to keep that belt for insurance. You don't even own it. You might have knocked somebody on their ass to get it, but they don't belong to you. At the end of the day, somebody, when you get too old and somebody knock you on your ass, they're going to take it from you. But you the king. You ain't the king of nothing. You the king of illusions. And that's the same. That's why I say in this reality, we approach everything with the correct way to view it, the critical information. We look at it as a critical thinker. And as you do that, then people can't tell you any and everything. Then the world looks differently and you start seeing Colin Cowherd as a bureaucrat time to talk about sports. You're a politician pretending to be a sports reporter. You start seeing that the people that cover the Saints softball and Peyton questions and saying, why are they asking Sean Payton why he's still offensive coordinator and not Pete Carmichael? When the last time you heard that question? When the last time you heard the question from them about why Sean Payton why you ain't running the ball more, coach? The fans want to know why you're not running the ball more, coach. Why they hitting them with the softball questions? You start noticing all that. You start seeing all that. Lane Caviar, so you think Cal? Okay, I answered that one. Straight Boom said Peyton is a definition of insanity. Devin says Tom Brady effect media is in love. Well, whatever he says or does, do you start noticing that? You start noticing the calls where it's a pass interference, but the referees pull up the flag and get a game to Tampa Bay. You start noticing that. You start noticing the referees taking touchdowns off the board from you every game, it seems. You notice that. You start noticing plays where it's supposed to be a turnover, but they said, no, you stop this possession before the fumble, so it's not a fumble, and get a ball back to them for the possession. You notice that as well, don't you? Now you living in the world with the eyes wide open, and you start seeing it's fake and fabricated, then you start punching at it and start speaking out against it, then it start collapsing, because the only reason why it's happening like that is because you ain't speak up and say nothing about it. You ain't calling attention to it. You ain't calling attention to it, and until you start doing it, then you're going to see it start changing. Then when you notice it, they're going to say, oh, they notice it now. We can't do that no more. That's what starts happening. That's what happens. So it's like, stop playing. My words to all of these dudes that do these shows, stop placating to these celebrities, man. You the power. You are the power. Who told you was powerless? You know, it's absolutely insane. I get upset about that, man. I really do. Who that to you, Kevin Conley? Good to see you in the chat, bro. Dave says, Mr. Block, a running back, was in trouble. Yep. Yeah, he said that. Ronald Rossi, who that says, hi, all son of God, the Lord Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins. We buried and rose from the dead. He paid for our sins. Wrongdoing his own sins. Thank you for that, Ronald. Thank you for your faith and welcome to the Great Saint Think Tank, fam. Thank you. Got a lot of people in here that are people that believe in God and period, man, and they real high moral character. Philip Doc says, I'm about to fall asleep in this Packers versus 49ers game. All right. No, Kevin Conley says, if you run the ball, Drew can stop taking a beat down because Drew been taking shots lately. Facts. You think Peyton don't see that? Lance Singleton. What's up, Lance? Welcome to the stream, bro. It says Peyton is notorious for overthinking when it comes to play calling in primetime games, bro. Simplify it. Keep it simple. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, Lance. Who that to you? And hit the like, subscribe button, Lance, if you're not already a subscriber. David says all them games on offense and defense, and Peyton he forgot how to use them to be efficient in games. Thank you, Dave. Kevin says it's all about the record chasing, Q. And that's something, bro. And you see that. Big ups to you. Delcom. What's up, Delcom? Delcom28 said, I think we'll be able to move Brady out of the pocket now that Davenport is back. He didn't play in the first game, but should be able to get more pressure on Brady in this game. I sincerely hope so. I think moving him around, even if I seen a package where I seen success when they run stunts. They're really hoping they use that stunt package more when they use stunts, when they cycle when Davenport switches out and comes in, and then that center eyes get bigger salsa dishes, and he can't block Davenport, and Davenport 6'7" crashing down on you. So I'm hoping to see more of that too. Thank you, Delcom28. Good to see you in the chat, bro. Manzer Montgomery, who that to you, bro? Good to see you on the live stream, bro. Much love to you and yours, bro. Welcome to the stream. Hit the subscribe button, my friend. He said, drops make me crazy on 3rd and 8, throwing the pass 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. To Elvin, what sense that make? You need 1 yard, 3rd and 1. You throw a 1 yard. You throw the ball behind the scrimmage yard, 1 yard to get 2 yards for the first down. You only need 1. If you hand it to him with a fullback, he gets it. I mean, it's just why? And then if he's overthinking it, where's the offensive coordinator tell him, oh, my bad, he's that too? Or Pete Carmichael, his assistant, because he's not offensive coordinator, he's the offensive assistant. I'm taking the coordinating the job from him because he don't coordinate a damn thing. But shouldn't he tell Sean Payton, hey, Sean, bro, listen, we need to cut that out, bro. Shouldn't he tell him that? If he's making a plan with Sean Payton, shouldn't he be advising Payton about the correct plays to run based on tape? This is not opinions. Look at the film. The plays are not working. You know, they're too predictable. I thought, you see, and that's why I said they talking about Drew's over the hill. But how do you know a coach is over hill? Let me ask you that. How do you know? They quick to say Drew, a quarterback or a player, is over the hill. But how do you not know a coach is over the hill? You see? Why? How do you know when a coach, and I was telling people it's not Drew's over the hill, it could be your coach. If he can't adjust and understand that the plays that he's running is one-dimensional, he might not have the ability to adjust. He became a dinosaur. He's no good to this organization. You got to be able to adjust and adapt to what's going on. And if you can't do that, you're going to only get more despair. But people holding on to him for nostalgia, like watching some old DVDs or some shit. I like this for nostalgic purposes. They're holding on to Sean Payton for nostalgic reasons. Like he an old antique vase that's sitting on the cabinet or something. They hold on. See that vase over there? That Sean Payton vase won us a Super Bowl in 2009. But right now they got new coaches and everything. They holding on. Don't you take my vase from me. But bro, you know they got new vases. They make vases all the time. They're not extinct. They're millennium. No. That's black suede right there. That's right. I'm using black suede as the template for all them people that say trust the Payton. That's right, Payton. All right, Tramal says, Gundam says soft, and narcissistic. Yep. Tramal says Peyton run the ball 24 times straight against the Bills 3 years ago. Ran it against Detroit early. Yes, the last time you're going to get it. The next time you're going to see that be another 3 years. Brandon Brown, who that, bro? He says Kamara's going to get injured with the way he's carrying our offense. Bro, listen, see, the family members are so smart, man. They see it, man. They see it. They really do. Why don't the coach see it? Y'all, this is common football knowledge, and y'all so smart, man. I'm telling you. Brandon Brown, who that to you, bro? Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, bro. Ramsey said, hey, Q, I think our special teams is going to be the difference in this game. You could be right on that, Ramsey. You could be 100% right on that, bro. Brother Jerry says 4-3 the Packers. Kid 25, who that, bro? Says, I think now assuring MT Sanders and Callaway in a lineup, that opens up a whole lot of that playbook. Right, I hope, we always versatile. Hopefully we can keep it going, man. Die Hard says, Big Q, calm down. I got it, bro. I got a buck, bro. Because Bro, if you see something going on, bro, we got to say something. Bama Boy 205, hashtag high on stress, a world. Let me see if I got that, bro, all together there. Who that to you, bro? Thank you for joining us and subscribing to the channel. Thank you, bro. That was a long ass tag, by the way, bro. I'm sorry if I didn't get all of it, but welcome to the show. But thank you, diehard Saints fan. He says, big Bama Boy, hashtag high stress in a world of negativity. Okay, I got you now. All right, thank you for subscribing, bro. I had to watch it to get your whole tag in there, bro. That's a long ass tag, bro, but it's true though. It's true. Thank you, diehard Saints fan. He's worried about my blood pressure. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you. Collide and Georges, who that to you, bro? Good to see you in the chat. Once again, thank you, Toxic Z, Ghostman, for subscribing, bro. He says, give the ball to Kamara. Thank you, bro. Tyra says, repeat violation on the Raiders for COVID loss, loose pick, and fine $500,000. Wow. Toxic, he says, run the ball more. That's right. Jeremiah Jones, who that to you, says, no, don't give it to Kamara. He hurt. Delco Twitter says, man, I wish we can get Jim Caldwell for our head coach. I'm getting tired of Peyton and his ego. Peyton is going to snap into form sooner or later, I'm telling you, because what he doing is not going to be in. Y'all going to see. Y'all going to see. It's coming. It almost happened for the Detroit game, but he started to run the ball. See, he came out of character and ran the ball for that Detroit game, then went right back to character. I'm telling you, the time is coming. The time coming. I'm telling you. Watch. You're going to see. It's coming. That almost happened for the Detroit game. I was like, yeah, see, you can't, he's seen it was coming. If he'd have lost that ball, hey, it's coming. You can't escape this school. You can't escape the school. Mansour Muhammad says, anybody remember when we looked like when we decided to get physical in our run game? We went 5-0 when we gave people a steady dose of Latavius Murray last year. Drew Brees wasn't even there. He was running Latavius Murray, and Kamara was out one of those games. And we had Teddy Bridgewater and Latavius Murray in there, and that helped us. But Teddy at quarterback won 5 games in a row with the running game because Peyton decided to run the ball. See, he got the sense to do it, but he doing it because he over-reliance on Drew Brees is going to be an issue. But good comment there, Manzur. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you for that one. All right, Jamal says Peyton plays Madden 21. All right, Peyton barely calls run, says Toxic Z Ghostman. You're right, bro. Bucs Nation says, y'all not running on us, period. Okay, I got you, Buck Nation. He might be right on that. Doy Peyton, you might not get but 15 runs, man. Could you believe that, bro? Kid 25 says, I think Murray's going to see the run a lot Sunday. I hope so. I'm with you, Kid 25. I'm with you, kid, bro. I'm with you, bro. Hopefully we do. Buck Nation says, best linebackers done the league. Hashtag get live 45, hashtag 54. I got you, bro. He proud of his linebackers. Toxic Z says, Buck Nation, you guys almost lost to the Giants. Quit. Brandon says, the last time Kamara played through an injury, he injured himself further. I would love for him to play, but don't want to see him hurt further. That's a good comment there, Brandon. That's 2 really good comments by Brandon Brown, man. That's sensible, too. We know the man hurt. Are we going to still feature him? We got a healthy Latavius Murray, a healthy Dwayne Washington, and, of course, we have Ty Montgomery. Don't forget we have Ty Montgomery, who, last time I checked, they activated him off the injury list. Ty Montgomery is not on the injury list last time I checked, family. Ty Montgomery is healthy for whatever reason. The Saints are not using him. And I'm going to check to make sure they ain't slide his ass back on that injury list. But I remember them activating Ty Montgomery and hadn't heard no hide or tail of him. Hold on, look, give me just a second. I'm going to look and see if I can see the injury list and see if he's on there. The big list. He not on there, man. That dude is an active player on the team. Looking at the, hold on, let me make sure here. Give me just a second, fam. I'm gonna do a little quick research on to find out where Montgomery at, because I remember they activated him. Let me see where he's located at. He might be on a practice squad. Let me make sure. Let me take a look at the Saints practice squad right quick. Give me just a second, fam. Let me look this up. Do a little quick research here. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Sports Illustrated, NOLA.com, Saints Wire, all of them reported that they activated him from the injury list, returned from the injury list. This was 2 weeks ago. Ty Montgomery returned to the 50-man roster after being on the injury list, according to ESPN. Phil Yates. Montgomery had been on the injury reserve. Hold on here, let me read the rest of it. Had been on injury reserve with a hamstring suffered in week 2 loss to the Raiders. So yeah, he's, according to the information we got, he is on the active roster. So I mean, let me check something else, fam. Let me make sure, because he might make sure he's not on the practice squad. Because it's amazing to me. Because we have Dwayne Washington. And to me, I think that Dwayne Washington should help out in this game. And if you got Kamara, we need that. We got 2 bull guys in there, man. Yeah, so from what I'm seeing, that he's supposed to be on there, but we haven't heard no higher tail of him. Let me make sure he ain't on the. Give me just a second. Let me make sure he ain't. I'm checking to see if he's on the. He ain't on the practice squad. Hold on. They're saying they're showing him still on the injury list. They activated him 2 weeks ago. I didn't see any designation putting him back on there. I don't think these people updated their information, but according to the information I've seen from various sources, they activated him 2 weeks ago. We haven't heard no higher tail of him. But I mean, that's just something I wanted to check out myself, family, and see what was going on with it. To find out where the hell is Ty Montgomery at. He could be useful in this game. All right, let's keep it going. Let me get down to the rest of your chats, family. To the rest of the family members. All right, hold on here. It jumped on me, fam. I'm trying to get to where I was at before. Trey Joseph said 49 fans sick out there. Poor Niners, man. Poor Niners. They terrible this year, man. They got so many injuries. It's ridiculous, man. All right. Abraham, who that to you, Abe? I see you, fam. Thank you for joining us, Abe. Big ups to you. Jasper says, who's going to guard Mike? Even though he just coming back, he gonna eat this game. Yeah, he gonna be Mike Thomas is gonna be. Excuse me, Mike Thomas is gonna be absolutely insane, bro. Could you imagine all the aggression and him finally getting back on the field? You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Mike is gonna play, man. Mike is gonna ball, man. All right, they need to worry about our guys. I'm gonna keep it real with you. And Elvo said, Buck Nation, since when does Tampa Bay give Saints any smoke? JT says, Q Davenport scared me just like Jared Cook. I know, bro. Demi, who that to you? Demi, good to see you in the chat. Breeze Huts, who that to you, bro? Good to see you. Buck Nation says, since 2020, that new smoke, you ain't seen it yet. But guess what? Come on, Buck Nation. Come on. You're overselling it, bro. You're overselling it, Buck Nation. You're overselling it. Toxic Z Ghostman says, new smoke? You're overselling it, Buck Nation, bro. Come on. You're overselling it, bro. We feel you. We feel your excitement, bro. We happy that you find your Tampa Bay is finally winning the first time. It appears to be on a course toward the playoffs, and the team has a winning record. I'm happy for you, but you're overselling it, my brother. Bree says, bro, mark my words, we're going to bust the playbook wide open come Sunday night. Our weapons will be back, and I believe the defense will be on level 10. Hopefully they'll be inspired to get up and play this game, bro. I hope you're right, because prime time, yeah, this is a statement game, bro. Big Irv, what's up, Big Irv? He says it's going to be raining in Tampa all day Sunday. Okay, good call. I didn't know that. Ramsey says it's time to put APB out on for DJ Swearinger. They keep deactivating them every Sunday, bro. And I just that's got to be so frustrating for DJ Swearinger to be deactivated, a healthy scratch every Sunday. Man, that's insane. Carlton Jean, good to see you there, bro. Says, trust the Peyton. Oh, I got you, bro. Superstar Louisiana boy, who that to you? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you out there as well. Tramal says Swade is a Peyton apologizer. Is he? But that guy getting a check from Peyton some kind of way, I'll tell you. Big Irv says, it's supposed to rain. We're going to definitely need the ground game then. That's going to be a real muddy affair. All right. Toxic Z says, Callaway definitely surprised me against the Panthers. He's been playing well all season long. Glad to get that young guy back. And let us not forget Traquan Smith has been playing really well too, family. We got to give him props too. Inevitable says, if we're leading comfortably or evening, just leading, Murray should be the main focal point with the ball. Thank you, bro. Rich Smo, what's up, Rich Smo? How you doing, bro? He says, hi, Big Q, who that? I hear you, but I think there's a fine line between arrogance and confidence and aggression. Bring the wood that worked in the Super Bowl, was all of the but. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, Rich Smo, for that. Thank you. Toxic Z says he won't want to shake Brees' hands. He won't want to shake his hands. Alex, what's up, Alex? Alex Rios, he says, I love Kamara, my fantasy. He's killing it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he is, bro. He's doing a fantastic job, man. Let's see. Toxic Z side have Kamara, 228 fantasy points a game. Damn. Yeah, is he that good? Wow. I'm hoping to get, I got Christian McCaffrey, who was giving me like 25 points a game in the first 2 weeks, and then he got hurt. Now he's supposed to be coming back, so I'm looking for a bump in that one. So hopefully he can do, Christian McCaffrey can do for my fantasy league what he been doing for y'all guys with Alvin Kamara. Dennis Harrison, who that to you, Dennis? He said, is this place full of people, armchair quarterbacks, Coach Payton? He says, is this place full of people who are armchair quarterback, Coach Payton? This is another guy that believes that Payton got all answers, right? Whatever y'all, he said, whatever y'all, go Saints. I said, see, whatever, go Saints. I don't care, just go Saints. Not armchair, bro. Not armchair. We don't sit here armchair Sean Payton, bro. But you do realize as a Saint family member that you have the right to question people who run your team, right? You don't just turn it over to them and say, you got it. And however you screw it up, I'm just going to sit here and say, trust the Payton, trust the Payton. And that's why that type of thinking I don't get behind. You welcome in the stream, bro. I'm not criticizing your vantage point, but that's why the Great Saint Think Tank was created, to bust that up. To destroy that type of thinking, because we critical analyze that. We're gonna sit here and not say it's not facts that Sean Payton is basically using Drew Brees to overthrow and trust the Payton. He's the genius. Whatever he do, we'll live and die with it. He gave us a Super Bowl 10 plus years ago. That's good enough. We don't need another one. He can't do it. He can't do another Super Bowl. And people think that, just like I made that joke about that damn boss. You can criticize if it's your team and you really truly are a follower and you put money in their pockets and you put your energy into it, you do have the right to criticize their ass when they don't do what they're supposed to do. Do you understand that just the same mentality it is when you elect bureaucrats or politicians and they don't do what they're supposed to do? You gonna button your damn lip then? I mean, it's just, you have to participate, man, more than just being whatever he do is good enough for me. No, that's not good enough, bro. That's not good enough. We're going to challenge your ass in here. Big ups to the rest of the family members. Bree says, man, I have seen a fan base so hard on the coach and team, and the team is 5-2. Nobody is perfect. Yes, bad calls, bad plays, but we're going to get it in order. When does 30-plus runs be a bad thing? 30-plus runs be a bad thing? You goddamn quarterback arm hurt. But you're going to sit here and tell me, Brees Hutz, that, well, I never seen so people hard on the team. You got to be hard on the team, man. The team barely winning these damn games. What you looking at? You barely scraping through with wins to the Chargers and to the Panthers. These are not playoff teams, bro. What you looking at? What you looking at, bro? That's not a good thing, bro. Hard on them. You damn right he's hard talking. 30 passes is a bad thing. 41 passes for a 41-year-old quarterback is not a good thing, bro. You saying 30 runs is a bad thing, bro? Come on. The man's arm he on an injury list because they overthrowing the ball. But I can't get them to get past the record. That's what I'm saying. That kind of thinking has to stop, man. It's ways to win, and we not winning the correct way. It's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get these Saints people to get beyond their Peyton love and have love of the team, because Peyton could leave next year and go be the Jets' goddamn coach. You gonna follow his ass up there? I'm saying, man, we got to get past that. We got this. You got this thing here that God blessed us with. You have the right to use this, man. You have the right to use it. And this, what I'm saying is not factual. It's the truth. 30 plus runs a game, Q. It's a bad thing. It's a bad thing when you got a 41-year-old quarterback throwing the ball 41 times and you barely beating these teams by 3 points. And if Chargers would have hit their field goal, you'd have lost that game. So I'm saying, man, at the end of the day, we've been sitting up here saying we 5-2. So what about all that? We gonna get it together, bro. I'm not seeing that, bro. Listen, Brees Hutz, I love you, bro, but I'm saying I don't see the improvement that you see. I'm not seeing it. I'm analyzing. I'm looking at it. I know the mental matrix of Sean Payton. We've been having this guy here for over 10 years, bro. We've been having this guy here for 10 years. We 5-2, but have you been watching these games? That's not the way we win. We got Drew Brees on the injury list right now with his arms sore because we overthrowing the ball, bro. But forget all that, right? We 5-2. Screw all of that, Q. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, what? Bro, we're not supposed to be winning games that way. We're supposed to be beating these teams by at least 10 points a game, bro. And we keep falling. We falling, and we're not criticizing the play calling. I'm criticizing the play calling. I'm going at Peyton, and Peyton know that. If Peyton don't like it, he can get his ass on this show. We done sent him invitations to come up here. If you don't like it, come on here and answer these questions. He's not going to come up here and answer these questions because this is not a comfortable zone for him to be. He going to go to the media because they're going to softball the questions. They're going to ask him why he not running the ball and why is he throwing the ball as much as he can and overusing Kamara and Drew Brees like that when you got Latavius Murray back there averaging 4.5 carries, sitting there getting 7 to 8 carries a game, bro. I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, Brees Hutz. And all the family members that thinking like that. Not just Brees. I don't want put him on the spotlight like that, bro. But come on, bro. I'm talking to people that think like that, period. Never seen a group of people that's 5-2 and so hard on the coach. Really, bro? Seriously? You're happy with how we're winning? You're not beating anybody. Do you think you can beat this team, the good teams like that? Can you beat Tampa Bay like that this upcoming Sunday, playing like that? Can you beat Tampa Bay, your rivals playing like that? Can you beat Kansas City playing like that? Can you beat Seattle playing like that? Can you beat Green Bay playing? No, you can't because you lost to their ass early in the season. So you can't beat them. That's already answered. So I'm saying, well, Q, that's what we won. We win. What's the problem, Q? The problem is listen, 5-2 is okay, but that is not listen, we're not winning in the way that we supposed to be winning. We wearing these guys out, bro. We wearing them out, and we got too many weapons to be doing that. And I keep telling y'all, and I don't know how I got to explain it to y'all, and keep putting emphasis and examples every time about what's going on with the coach. You know, what's the pass, throwing the ball. You won't hear none of them criticize the screen games to get 1 yard to throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage 8-9 times. And most of those plays are not working. I mean, you won't hear none of them say that. I'm the one saying, why are we doing that? Why are we putting ourselves in position? Why are we running these useless Taysom Hill packages that worked against Chicago? Because they're terrible against the run. But are they going to beat these good teams? That's what it's about. It's not about taking pride in beating Carolina or taking pride in being a Bear team that imploded or taking pride in beating the Chargers who don't know how to win. I mean, I don't take pride in beating up or winning on teams that are not playoff teams. I'm sorry. That's not what I'm here for. I'm looking at the team and saying, listen, bro, I'm seeing very minimal improvement offensively speaking because the offense tries to get going and Peyton throws in the play that throws the offense off. So it's taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and it's self-imposed. It's self-imposed. It's not like they're doing something that's drastically pressuring us down. And when I call light to it, it's almost like, man, Q, you tripping. The team 5-2. What you worried about? We 5-2. Screw all that. I'm going to party and shake my ass off. Man, I'm like, man, come on, man. But they won't hear me. They won't hear me until at the end of the year. They gonna say, Q, bro, you was 100% right. After you can't win, this won't get you far, bro. I'm telling you, this won't get you far. There is no good football that you could tell me, or good sensible football that you could tell me that you got a 41-year-old coach and you get him to throw the ball north of 35 times a game. You got 4 active running backs on the depth chart, but you use one and run them into the ground. Run them into the ground and running the quarterback into the ground, throwing the ball. But yet I can't get y'all to see none of that. I can't get y'all to see that both of them hurt right now on the injury list. Both of them dealing with injuries right now because you're overusing them. You're not using the full level of the offense and getting people involved to beat teams the correct way. We're not running the ball to give those guys a break. Give it to Latavius. Give it to Dwayne. Let the fullback get involved. Let the tight ends come out and block. I can't get them to see that. I can't. Only thing they can see is 5-2, 5-2, 5-2, 5-2, 5-2. That's all I can get them to see. I can't get them to see nothing else. They won't criticize Peyton for the last 3 years of him falling out of the playoffs. They're gonna blame it on the referees. They're gonna blame it on everybody else but Sean Payton. I can't do nothing with nobody thinking like that, bro. He said when you say it, then they say nobody's perfect, right? They'll say nobody's perfect, but then don't point the finger at Sean Payton. They'll say nobody's perfect, but then don't criticize what he's doing and his contributions to the team, being that he built the team. It's his scheme. He's the play caller. That's why he gets a lot of the credit. He gets a lot of the blame as well. He is the key play caller. So if the offense is unbalanced, it's by his own hand. I can't point at Carmichael and say Carmichael's the problem. Sean Payton's calling the plays. He's putting it together. He's the ones that's deciding to throw the ball 35, 40 times with a 41-year-old quarterback who arm can't take it. You tell me if that makes sense, bro. Stop me if I'm not making sense, bro. I mean, seriously, bro. You sitting up there having a fucking cardiac arrest every game watching the Saints play against teams that's not playoff teams, but we gonna sit here and say, I don't see the problem. We 5-2. I mean, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Seriously, bro. Seriously, bro. That ain't cool, man. We got to say hard on the team, bro. We got to hold people to a higher standard, bro. They representing who you are. You don't let anybody represent you. And if they representing, you gonna make sure you put pressure on them. You're supposed to. That's what our predecessors done. Our predecessors put pressure on the Saints. If they didn't put pressure on the Saints from the past, we would still be in them goddamn brown bags. If we didn't put pressure on them people to get it right, because they was making money. They ain't care about nothing. The team losing. So the people got tired and say, we ain't giving you shit until you get this right. And what they do, they got it right. It's the pressure, man. That's the same thing throughout society. You got to put pressure on stuff, man. Because pressure bursts pipes. I ain't going to sit up there and let him be comfortable. He been comfortable for 10 goddamn years. And the only thing he get, one Super Bowl when Tom Benson was here. One Super Bowl, and he ran the ball then. But it's because people like them telling him Sean Payton's a genius, that his fucking head so swole, he can't even get in the stadium without them peeling the roof off the airdrop his ass in there. I mean, seriously, you got to stay on this. I know what I'm looking at with Sean Payton and his arrogance. I had the insiders tell me, Q, you 100% right on what you talking about with Sean Payton. You're 100% right. And he worse than Belichick, the man told me. Worse than Belichick. And I'm like, man, listen, bro. So I got something. I'm not going to let Sean Payton make it. I'm not going to let him lay up off there because the Saints supposed to be undefeated, to be honest with you. But I'm not content and I'm not happy with cardiac games every week against non-playoff teams, bro. I'm not. I'm sorry. I am not. I'm not with that. All right, big ups to the fam, man. I'm going all, bro, because I'm tired. I'm passionate, man. I'm passionate. You who out there content with NFC South crowns with no Super Bowls? Who out there content with that? Who out there content with NFC South crowns and no Super Bowls? Who's content with that? Where is your prerogative? Where is your priorities? Where are the priorities? It's Super Bowl or bust. It's not about NFC South crowns that we've been collecting like goddamn bottle caps over the last 3 years. We've fallen out of the playoffs and the blame goes everywhere to the head coach who put the team together, who put the scheme together. And you got apologists running out here protecting them. I'm busting through all that shit. I'm getting in the truck and I'm running through your brigades. I'm busting through and I'm carrying all of the great St. Tank family members on my back because we sick of it. We sick of placating the Peyton. We sick of the placating ass press. We sick of them not asking them the hardcore questions. That's why I'm hardcore and I'm a battering ram. Because I'm tired of the bullshit and the dysfunction with the football. This is Super Bowl or bust. It's time to get it right. We done gave you 10 plus years after the last one. When some teams, if you was the Philadelphia 76, the Philadelphia Eagles coach, you would have made it 5 years up in this joint. But we so beat down, so disgruntled, so disenfranchised as a football city and as a family base that we'll put up with any about a bullshit. But we ain't putting up with no bullshit. I ain't putting up with no dysfunction from no football coach who arrogant and don't want to run the ball. And then his own players who he got as a quarterback is tearing up his goddamn arms, keeping up with the playbook. But they got people out there still sitting up there on their ass talking about Sean Payton ain't to blame for that when he got direct control of the playbook and he the one calling the plays. Come on now. Come on now. We don't deal with that here, bro. I look at it for what it is. I'm not sugarcoating it. I don't sugarcoat it for nobody. I ain't sugarcoating it. It is what it is. 3 years of failure. 3 years of foolishness. 3 years of the worst playoff foolishness and 3 stooges ass football that you could possibly imagine that we had to deal with over the last 3 years. And you sitting up there talking about Q. Why are you upset? I'm still upset from 3 goddamn years. That's why I'm upset. I haven't forgot the Minnesota Miracle. I haven't forgot the playoff failures that we had with the Rams in the championship game. I haven't forgot the 13-3 season last year when we fell off the goddamn bench to a Minnesota Viking team who we was 13-3 and we losing in the playoffs. Don't tell me about 5-2. Don't tell me about 5-2. God damn it, don't tell me about it. The bottom line is this: we are not winning these games the way we're supposed to. You will not beat the best teams in the NFC playing like that. You take this style of playing the playoffs, you're going to get your ass handed to you again. So that's why I'm reminding you of the failure. Maybe these people forgot. Maybe the rest of the family members forgot. But I'm telling you about the last 3 years of 3 stooges ass, disrespectful to the family base ass football. I don't forget so easily. That's why I'm a passionate Saints family member. And they say, well, 5-2, what's the big deal? That's the big deal. We used to beating teams by double digits. When did we become placating and happy about 3-point barely ass wins? That's why I'm upset, and that's why I am with mine. Good grief, man. Anyway, let me keep going, man. Family, I'm sorry I had to go in. I'm sorry I had to go in. But that's what go on in the back of my mind when I'm watching Saints football. That's what I see because I'm a long-range thinker. I'm not so easily with the short distance stuff. I'm a long-distance thinker. And I'm looking at it as from a long-distance coach's perspective. And if any coach on that team's happy with how this team playing, you need to fire them right now. You need to fire them right now because that's not how we do things if we want to win Super Bowls. That's not how we do it. Do you really think that you could play with the Kansas City Chiefs right now? Do you really think if they make the Super Bowl right now, do you think the Saints could play with the Chiefs right now the way the Chiefs playing? That's all I'm saying. If it's no, then that's what I'm talking about, family. That's where I am with mine. 3 years of 3 stooges ass football failure. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what we about over here. All right, let me keep going, man. Let me keep going, man. I'm gonna get through y'all chats, bro. I got a few more minutes. I'm sorry, I ran it off, and I kind of ran it off my time. But big ups to the rest of the family members. J-Rock said everybody keeps talking about all the weapons. The Bucs got Saints, 4 wide receivers. He says Callaway utility players like Kamara Harris, along with Cook, we can match every weapon. We got to play balance, bro. We got to do it. We can't kill ourselves by making bad calls. We got to turn the field goals into touchdowns. Same things that I keep saying over and over again. But it's we stopping ourselves. You go back, I done studied the game, I done looked at it. There's a third quarter where the Saints go mute when the Saints stop themselves. You look at the plays that they doing, it's plays where they didn't go to these screens that get caught in the backfield. It's plays where they do these silly reverses and things that are just in the Taysom Hill package. They get stuffed and they're throwing passes on 3rd and 8 that's 5-6 yards that's short of the first down. We can't do that. That's not smart football. We can't do that. And I'm saying we need to clean that up because I don't want to see another 4 years straight of playoff foolishness, man. Kevin says, you're not going to 3-point win yourself to a Super Bowl scrapping by skin of the teeth ass football is not cutting it for me. I'm sorry, bro. And I know a lot of us want to see some wins, and a win is cool, but when you get enough of that, bro, it's 3 straight games of this. It's no longer, it's a pattern then. Don't you understand? It's a pattern when you win in games. That's 3 straight games of 3-point skin of the teeth win. That's a pattern. When it's not like one game or so. This is 3 straight games. This is a pattern. This is a pattern. This is regular behavior for the Saints offense. We've created a pattern. And I'm saying, listen, we won't beat, you can't beat, listen, you won't beat Tampa Bay that way. The way you've played against the Chargers, the way you played against the Panthers, you won't beat Tampa Bay that way. You cannot beat Tampa Bay the way we've played these last 3 teams is all I'm trying to say. You won't beat them. Okay, to give Bree Hutz his credit, he says, I can break down the plays just as you, big bro. As it's all love, but we tripping. Never said I was happy with how we winning, but I can see things too much to type. I would love to call in, Q. I get you, Breeze. I'm just save it for tomorrow, bro. I mean, this is not a call-in show on our Thursdays, bro. Listen, bro, I know it's all love, and I'm not going at you per se, bro. You know, and I get what you're saying, and I said that before I went in. That is not about you. You know I got love for you, Breeze. Such you always been here, bro. But it's just the mentality about a lot of people that thinks that way. And I know you got good sense, but I'm saying a lot of people don't get that, man. But they won't get it until after the whole thing is over with. And then they'll come over here talking about that I must be Nostradamus or somebody. How did you know? I'm like, no, bro, it's common sense. Just look at it. And I'm just saying, listen, I love the team like y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody here. But it's my passion. I want to see the best for our team. That's what this is. That's why I'm passionate about it. That's why I dedicated to creating the show, and we have all the family members in there. I'm passionate about it. I want to see the Saints dominate in the biggest of ways. And when I see stuff like what we've been seeing, I'm like, bro, we're not gonna beat these good teams like that, bro. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna beat these good teams like that. So Breeze Suts, I got you, bro. No, it's no disrespect. I understand where you're coming from, bro. It wasn't aimed at you, bro. I know you got good sense. I remember a lot of your stuff. So I don't just it's not a call-in show. Tomorrow's our breakdown show. I'll open up the channel. We have 2 hours straight where people can call in tomorrow after the commercial break, the second commercial break. And I promise, bro, I'll let you cut in then and express yourself. But yeah, I know you. I got you, bro. You don't have to say nothing else. I got you. But I understand, bro. I got you. All right, Richmo, somebody tell BQ that was 5 and 2. I dare you. I double dare. The trigger Q, huh? That's what it is, huh, bro. JW says I play my old Madden NFL game and I run the ball mostly and win most of my games, please. Tyrese says I'm squatting damn near 300 pounds and Big Screw screaming in my promoting them to do it. Jermaine says Q on fire. Marty says I agree with you, Big Q. Inevitable says Tyrese, make sure you breathe, bro. But listen, bro, that's not aimed at you, Breeze Such. You know that, bro. And I said that before I went in on him. Went on that comment. But it just kills me, bro, about the men. And when I see stuff, that's in my head. I don't forget that. I got a pretty good memory. Who that to you, RG? Good to see you in the chat, bro. I see you, fam. Big ups to you. T Dirty. What's up, T Dirty? I see you, fam. True Louisiana as well. I mean, JW, I see you, bro. I see you. Who that to you? I just think, I'm passionate, bro. And I got a good memory And I remember a lot of stuff, bro. And that's a lot of stuff they try to throw at you. But a problem, I guess you say a problem, is I remember a lot. And I remember them 3 years, and I watched those games a bunch of times. And it's a different look than what they're telling you it is. Like, they'll blame it on the referees when that wasn't the truth. That game against the Rams, the Saints had several times they could have won that game. We dropped touchdown. We dropped a touchdown pass in that game. There was several times where the Saints could have converted on 3rd and 1 and to keep the game in their possession. They didn't do it. They couldn't even get 1 yard. And then everybody automatically goes toward the referee. Yeah, the referee was egregious, but you should have known better. I was telling you before that the referees can't be counted on. The referees are dirty. How often I say that? I got shirts saying the referees stink, that they dirty, they suck. I'm not a friend of the referee. The referee, if they got a referee out there that's an NFL referee, he don't like the sports Coma, and I don't like his ass either. So it's mutual. And I don't like him because I know, and I'm telling him to his face he dirty and corrupt, and he represents a dirty and stinking corrupt ass system. You call these games fair, and you stop giving preferential treatment to teams like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. When they called that against the Giants, that was really terrible. And that's awful that call was called the way it was to help them win the game. I have a problem with that. You know, and they're talking about we integritous and we call the games fair. No, you don't. You're a liar. You're a scum. You trash. And I don't mince words with those people for real. I don't mince words with nobody. I got love for my great saint. I got love for the great saint think tank and the Who Dat Nation, bro. I really do. You know, I really do. But the rest of them people, y'all hear me? Do I apologize for how I lambaste the press? I lambaste the hell out of them, man. And they deserve it, and they know they deserve it. And I tell them stop placating to Sean Payton and ask the correct questions. I say that all the time, and I don't bite my words. I don't mince my words. I say it's the truth, and you know it's the truth. They be giving these softball questions and stuff that nobody won't know about. Nobody won't care about all that stupid questions you asking. Ask the stuff that the people want to know. Y'all know I don't mince words with that. But I love the great Saint Think Tank, and I'm passionate just like y'all are. So don't take it as a thing, Brees Hutz. I love you, man. Big ups to you. All right, let's keep it going, bro. And I'm going to finish out the tag. Aaron, what's up, Aaron? Who that to you, Aaron Campos? I see you, bro. JW says, keep preaching from the Wild Wild West, California. Thank you, JW. Thank you, bro. J-Rock says, someone call 911. It's a verbal assault in progress. Big Q in charge with attempted murder with this rap. Stop it, J-Rock. Thank you, bro. Trey Joseph, who that to you, bro? Big ups to you. But I'm saying, I'm asking the questions, bro. Will we beat these teams? That's all I'm saying, bro. Will we beat these teams? And I'm not saying stuff that's not true. I'm pinpointing the team's deficiencies. And I'm saying, I'm asking the coaches, are y'all guys looking at the things that we're looking at? We see Marcus is struggling out there. You know, why aren't you benching these guys if they give up touchdowns? How is that a hard question? Usually bench players when they're not performing. They're not benching them. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson out there showing his ass out there. And I ain't talking about in the good way. He out there sticking fingers in people's face and all that kind of stuff. Where the Saints ain't, why there was no discipline action on that for that? What was that? And he gonna sit up there and talk about he innocent, he ain't do nothing. He started that whole thing. I mean, where they had to get on him for that? I mean, come on now. You know, you that's what I'm saying. Stuff like that. Where you at? Stop. You know, where you at with your discipline? You know, because he'll screw up in the game and he'll lose his cool in the game that'll cost us something. Could you imagine a close game in Tampa Bay and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson doing that kind of stuff? Getting in somebody and a referee hit him with a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct. Can you understand to the depths of magnitude how that can hurt in a crucial situation? Nip it in the bud. T Dirty says, Q, what up, who that to you, T Dirty, once again, bro. Big ups to the rest of the family members. Aaron says crazy teams would love our record, but we have created a higher standard and we hold our team to that. Yes, well, thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Aaron, thank you, man. Thank you for saying, I couldn't have said it any better than Aaron, man. In my cavemanish, yell through my bullhorn method, Aaron said it in a really democratic and really peaceful way. Aaron said it's crazy. He says it's crazy. He says crazy teams will love our record, but we have created a higher standard and we hold our team to. That's right. We hold them to a higher standard, bro. And for me calling the coach out is not disrespectful when it's the truth. You know, you're running the ball way more you're passing the ball way more than you're supposed to run the ball. You're not using Latavius Murray. He averages 4.5 yards a carry. Drew Brees' arm is sore because you're overthrowing the ball. It's not like some big behemoth defensive lineman crashed upon Drew Brees on his arm and hurt it. No, that's wear and tear for the season from throwing the ball so much. He's supposed to know better than that. To not over abuse his personnel. And when I call that out, it says whatever. Thank you, Aaron, for that. All right, hold 'em, hook 'em, big up to you, Mike. I see you, fam. Brock says 49ers playing without 12 starters. Damn, is it that many? Wow. Marty says, I was so upset last year that I cut up 4 of my jerseys, a hat, and look at that, bro. Marty cut up his jerseys, his stocking cap, broke a TV. That's how pissed I got when we were playing the Vikings, bro. He broke his TV, cut his jerseys up, and they don't say people ain't serious about this in here. Man, they had people, the Iceman was pissed off all the way up until the first week of the season. He was pissed. I mean, and I'm still pissed off to a degree. The 5-2 helps a bit, but listen, the only way to rectify the wrongs of the last 3 years is a deep playoff run culminating with a Super Bowl appearance. And the reason why I'm calling out, because I don't see that happening as long as this guy is running Drew and Elvin in the ground. I mean, can I get an amen on that? Am I on an island? Can I get an amen? We won't get there if you run the quarterback in the ground and the running back in the ground. That's all I'm saying, family. That's all I'm saying. Ramsey says, no, Sean Payton, no more screens. You can't do that against the Bucs. Watch he does it. James says, forgive him, Q. He says, forgive him, Big Q, for he knows not what he does. Let me make you laugh, big dog. Trust in the Peyton. And Sway had the nerve to contact me talking about he wanted to come on the show. I said, bro, the Great Saint Think Tank can only take so much of you, bro. Oh my goodness. But it's all good. I'm a comedian, fam. All right. Big Earth says Q. He said they can't handle the truth. Jack Nicholson style, right? New York Phenom says Brady has never got swept. It won't happen Sunday night. All right. New York Phenom says Brady has never been swept. Okay. Thank you for that, bro. Appreciate it. It was just another thing we got to show what we can do. Marty says amen. Thank you, Marty. Tyra says a Brady lover. A Brady lover. Oh, here we are, Brady lover. They got people that love Tom Brady, man, because Tom Brady represents a lot to different, even some of the sports reporters, they love him because he represents a symbol of success that many people want to affix themselves to, and I can get that about Tom Brady. And like I said, I always respect the great players, and you could consider Tom Brady one of the great ones as well. You have to. He had a lot of success, like I would consider Drew that, and you respect those guys because of that. You did it the right way, and you achieved success at a high level consistently year after year. And I think that says a lot. But, sometimes we got to look at it critically too, man, and look at the environment surrounding how he did it. And he had a lot of help doing that, bro. I don't think he would have had at least 3 of those Super Bowl rings if it wasn't for some peculiar cause and circumstances that occurred to help him and assist him to get there. So, to keep it real with you. And I watched every last one of those Super Bowls and remember each one of those runs that he got there. What was it, 8 times they got there and won 6 of them or something like that? It's absolutely ridiculous, But we'll see, bro. Only time will tell. You'll see. Kenny said he's going to run the screen and take some option. I hope not, Kenny. Hold on, because if Peyton keeps up and Drew won't be good for the playoffs, I know, bro, and that's what I'll be trying to hesitate. I was like, fam, can we slow it down? Let's run the ball. That's why I'm saying rush the ball to give Drew's arm a rest, because you're going to drive him in the ground, man. You're going to run both of those guys into the ground, and they're not going to be good for the playoff run. We need to conservatively be more efficient in how we doling out the passing. You can't throw the ball 40 times a game with a 40-year-old quarterback. You cannot do that. And then the truth is, bro, we've been doing that, and the best we've done is win games by 3. So let's try something else to win games. Let's focus on running the ball and operating the play action off the run. We'll beat them. It won't be as close. We'll steal possessions away from the team. We'll keep our defense fresh. We'll keep their opposing offense off. We can. It's a smart way to win football. That's all I'm. It's just we'll see, bro. Because it's a stubborn. That's why I'm pinpointing the stubbornness and throwing at Peyton's ego. And if people can't get past the Q, why are you attacking the ego? Because the ego is a part of what's going, which is stopping us from getting to the big dance. You can't have that type of mentality if you're going to get deep in the playoffs. And that's why we keep consistently getting stopped. When you see something ain't working, you don't keep force feeding, you go to something else. You know what I'm saying? You're not adjusting properly. We have way too many weapons for us to try to force feed Taysom Hill in there. Why are we force feeding Taysom to run the ball when we got Latavius Murray there? Why are we doing that? I don't get that. And it's not effective. It's not helping. It helped out in 2 times with a touchdown against the Chargers, and it helped out with a touchdown against the Bears. And the Bears are not a good team at stopping the run. But the rest of those games, they've been stopping the Taysom Hill package. It's been jokeable. So I'm like, if we're going to use Taysom, use him as a wide receiver, use him as a tight end, but could we not use him as Taysom Hill, a running back? Could we please stop that? Unless you're going to let him throw the ball, which Taysom Hill seems like he don't have any confidence to throw the ball whatsoever. I'm just keeping it real. He take a shotgun and then run. I mean, how do you don't even look over the defense? I mean, I'm saying if I can see it, they can see it, family. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Ramsey says, there's no excuse why we shouldn't be 7-0. 5-2, bro. And I hope we can clean up the stuff and not play like we did the last 3 games against Tampa Bay, because they will beat us. I'm just telling you. Keith says, hey, Q, Saints won't run the football because Sean Payton is obsessed with the running up the score for no reason. Family members is not, it's like you saying we hard. They not, listen, they're hard. They're saying, oh, they hard on Payton. Listen, bro, look at the comments, bro. They're not saying things that is incorrect. The family members in the Great Saint Think Tank, they're not saying incorrect things about Sean Payton. This is a history. You can go watch the footage and look to the statistics to reinforce that. Is that what we're saying? I'm just telling you what I'm seeing the man doing. I'm verbalizing it and showing you what they're doing and showing you that the Taysom Hill package has no versatility. It's a one-dimensional play that good teams will know when he gets on the field, they're going to crowd the line and bust his ass. So if you want to get him hurt, keep doing what you've been doing. They're going to bust his ass in that Tampa Bay game if you do that. I'm just telling you, you can't screen them. You can't do that. They're too smart and too fast for that. The only way to beat that team, in part, to start it off, is you got to dominate them by running the football with a power game. And I know that's not something we're accustomed to seeing, but sometimes you got to switch it up, family. You got to switch it up. You can't have these obsessed passing outings where Drew's arm is, if you know him, he's completely out of his mind. If we go into this game and he has another north of 35 attempt game with Drew's arm being so like that, you got to know there's something wrong with this guy. There's something wrong if he does that. And chances are he probably will if you won't put money to it. Chances are he probably will. Last game was a game that he really was supposed to dominate the run. We didn't use it. We didn't run the ball. We ran it 30 times, and people say, well, we ran it 30 times. No, listen, you got 120. They was giving up 120. You got 30 carries for 120. If you'd have ran it, like if you'd have flip-flopped the game plan where you'd have did it, Drew Brees should be 25 to 30 pass attempts a contest. It should not be way up there north of 35, because that adds up. When the season goes on, you're gonna diminish his throwing capacity. He's not gonna really be able to toss the ball downfield then, and everything is going. It's just a different look. You don't want to do that to your offense. And Taysom Hill was supposed to come in so he could throw the deep ball, but Taysom Hill's not throwing the deep ball. Taysom Hill is coming in and he's turned into a running back. Well, we don't need Taysom Hill to be a running back. We have running backs that are better at running backing than Taysom Hill is. We have Latavius Murray, who averages 4.5 yards per carry. That's better than Taysom Hill. We have Dwayne Washington, who averages almost 5 yards a carry. We don't need Taysom Hill, the running back. We need Taysom Hill, the quarterback. We can use him at wide receiver, tight end, stuff like that. All right, Keith said that's why Mike Thomas got hurt running up the score. And we gotta watch. We gotta come out. We gotta beat this team and come out there. But all I'm saying, fans, we gotta keep it up. Okay, New York Phenom saying, no, I'm just keeping it objective, and I'm not mad at you for being objective, man. I'm not mad at you, and you're welcome to be here. All right, Brock says from Oregon, where you just decriminalized. They just decriminalized heroin. Wow, really? Man, the people going insane. Slick Rick says Brady was in a weak division prior. He says Brady was in a weak division prior to this one. Says Slick Rick, big ups to you, fam. Good to see you. All right, family. And listen, Marty says he's predictable. Tyson runs every time. And see, that's the problem. If we notice that, everything we notice, they notice. I'm telling you, they study in the film like we study in the film. It's the same film. You know, and they're going to, and like I said, we got to bring it. We can't play. We're going to, listen, we're going to do the preview tomorrow, but I'm saying today, we can't do what we did against these last three teams against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're a little bit better than the last three teams that we played. So we can't be able to go in there and play down to the level of our competition. We got to be able to run the ball and then pass off the run and not make the mistakes. We can't go in there and we can't miss tackles. We can't drop interceptions. We got to force some turnovers. We got to get pressure on Tom Brady in his face. You know, just like we did in the first game to rattle him. You get pressure on him, he throws the ball, he's erratic. Just like any quarterback, you get pressure on them, they tend to become uncomfortable. So we got to do that, bro. Bottom line, we got to do that. We got to get pressure on the great Tom Brady, as they call him. Ramsey says, Holden Hooker says, Drew is so much this guy. Why would he, well, let me read that again. If Drew is so much his guy, why would he let him end his career like this? It's just sad and very selfish. Drew is the reason for a lot of Sean's success. Just sad. I can't believe he's doing him like this. And we can't, I don't understand. Ramsey says, hey, Q, how about Wade Phillips or Dan Quinn for defensive coordinator? Wade Phillips would definitely be a guy that'll bring a lot of imagination to the team. And he's just a guru at that. Dan Quinn's pretty good. I just don't see that happening. Sean Payton's going to stick with his homeboy, Dennis Allen. He loves Dennis Allen. That's his homeboy. He turned the keys of the bus over, defensively speaking, to Dennis. I don't see nothing happening on that end. But then again, Dennis Allen needs more help in the secondary. You got to do better than the Dollar Tree Quartet. I'm going to tell you what. That's a sad group of cornerbacks behind those top three. Thank you for the question there, Holden Hookham. And Ramsey, thank y'all, bro. And Brock says, meth heroin. Really, Brock? Seriously? Good grief, man. We need to run these politicians out of here. Seriously, man. RG says, man, hopefully this will force Peyton to run. Thank you, RG. Big ups to you. All right. He says, all right, I'll see you Sunday night. Okay, thank you. Brock says, no, really, look it up. It just passed. Oh, that's terrible. Marty says, I'm worried about this game. I know, Marty. Inevitable says, how long have you been a Seahawks fan since 2013? Brock says, since the start of the 2020 season. Inevitable says, be honest. Nola says, Q, you still fussing at Peyton? No, I'm done fussing at him, brother. Calm down. Keith Herder says, yo, Q, also running the football, choose the clock, which keeps their explosive offense off the field. I agree wholeheartedly, bro. I said that at least twice early in the show today, and I agree, bro. I agree. And no, I ain't fussing at him no more, bro. Sometimes you got to let him make it to a degree, bro. We're going to see what he do this game. But we'll see if what happens. Nola says Dennis Allen is a yes man. All of them are, bro. They are all yes men. Nobody challenges Sean Payton. I told you, bro, that's how he operates. He don't want no critical analysis on his team about what he's doing, and that's a shame. And that's why I have a problem with him. Tremal says we need to upgrade the Dollar Tree Quartet to the Winn-Dixie Quartet. Nah, because, bro, you ain't going to pay for them if you go to Winn-Dixie. Dollar Tree is right where they belong because they ain't worth more than $1. When they come down to a cornerback play, oh, no. Inevitable said, I know, right? He says, I know, right, Brock? I'm giving too much credit with 2013. Lee says, is Winston working with the offense regularly? I don't know, Lee. Drew was inactive, so I'm thinking they saying they don't know who they'll do, and they'll probably keep it close to their vest so that it'll force Tampa Bay to prepare for either 3/4. They don't know what it's going to be. That'll be a smart play by Sean Payton. If he keeps Tampa Bay guessing on whether Drew will play or not, or if it'll be, and if he doesn't play, do we prepare for Jameis or Taysom? So it would be a smart play if Payton does that, keeps them guessing on up until as close as he can get, to get them prepared for who they're going to play. Because usually staring at tape, if it's Drew, we're going to prepare. If it's Taysom, you ain't going to worry about Taysom. But if it's Jameis, what we looking for, you know what I'm saying? That would be a smart play to keep it close to the vest. So I wouldn't be upset if you don't relay that information because that would be beneficial to the Saints to throw their training off because they don't know who to prepare for. But I think it'll be Drew that'll end up playing because this is too much of an important game for him to miss. All right, let's keep it going. Brock says we should be putting up numbers like Green Bay as we got better weapons. And that's my point, bro. That's what I'm saying. With better numbers, and I'm not good with three-point wins on 9 playoff teams, bro. We should be hammering these teams by at least 10 is all I'm saying. You know, it's just not good enough. Thank you for that, Brock. Philadelphia says, I'm scared of who's guarding AB. It'd probably be the Jackrabbit. Jackrabbit probably to be the one on him, and they'll put Evans. Laddie Daddy got Mike Evans. That's who he locks down on. And Jackrabbit will probably end up covering AB, who Jackrabbit said in previous interviews, the toughest wide receiver that he ever had to cover was Antonio Brown. So how about that for nightmares? You remember when he said that? So we'll see. New York Phenom says, stop it, y'all hating on the Hawks because y'all ain't us. All right, Brock Face, PJ Williams going to be guarding AB. Oh, man, no, please no. Nola says we need Whole Foods. Trey Joe said, do you think we're going to use the hurry up? Oh, that'll be a good idea, Trey. To get like the jolt start, the Saints offense that we throw in the hurry up, that wouldn't be a bad thing to throw that 2-minute offense when we stalling out in the third quarter, then just start jumping into the 2-minute offense periodically through stretches of the game. When you see your team starting to lull into a sleep, hit them with that. That's a smart idea, and I've said that before. I agree with that, Trey. Thanks for that, bro. All right, Nola says AB will have 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. All right, Jamal says PJ on AB. That's terrible, man. That'll get him fired. Keith said the thing with Lattimore is he looks down good receivers but gets cooked by the trash ones. Isn't that terrible? Inevitable says PJ covers AB and shuts him down. Good. Hopeful with that one. Hold'em Hookem says Sean just can't get it right. If we make Drew pass 35 times this game knowing his hurt, I'm done with him. Like, for real, that will be just dumb. That's straight up selfish, Big Q. I know, bro. That's why I said we need the running attack to balance the team, bro. That's all. Camp Aaron says, I think the Saints going to ball out Sunday. Tom Brady's going to get his first sweep. We ain't the Jets, Dolphins, Bills. He better ask somebody. We showed him some sports in the first week 1 game when the Saints beat him by 10. And we just have to take care of business. We got to get to him, bro, and we got to cover up. If we got to slide protection to Jackrabbit's side, if he guard AB, we just got to do what he got to do, bro. You know, bottom line. You know, we gotta run the ball. We got to steal possessions away from them because they can move the ball too. We stuff the run, and we got to handle business. But we can't play like we played over the last 3 weeks, or we're going to be in trouble. That's all I'm saying. Marty says 2-minute drill, mix it up with Winston. Brock says he should be fired. Tramal says PJ on AB is like Cat 5 hurricane coming through New Orleans with no levees. Everything getting washed away. Everything. The Superdome will be situated on the North Shore. That's pretty much what that'll look like with no levees and a Cat 5 hurricane coming through. The whole dome floats to the North Shore. It'll be situated on the North Shore in Mandeville. That's what it'll be, the new home of the Superdome. Brock says Devontae Adams got 10 catches for 200 yards. Bro, you know, we got some work to do. We got some work to do. And tomorrow we'll come. Feel like today was the full breakdown, but Friday we'll be back, family. We'll definitely be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do the Saints versus the Bucs preview, and we'll break open the stats. We'll break open everything, the depth charts, the latest news, the interviews, the injury report. We'll break it open tomorrow. We'll do I'll open the phone line for 2 hours after our second break. Full calls, family members can chime in, thoughts, concerns, comments, all that. We'll do it up big tomorrow. So I'd like to thank everybody for dropping by. Please hit the like button, family. It's been a terrific show, man. Really terrific show. And I want to give a shout out to all the family members involved. Mark 504, what's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Big ups to you and yours. Thank you for joining us. And as always, go to the Pro Shop, family. Check out the Pro Shop. All the links in the description sections below for the Pro Shop. You go there and check. And GM Kev put NY Phenom on timeout. GM Kev, one of my heavy-handed moderators. All right. 504. Okay. All right. So big ups to it. So feel free to go to the Pro Shop, and a link is in the chat below for all the latest pro gear. Also, feel free to go to Pro Radio. That's our Pro Radio, all our shows in audio formats. All of them, Sports Coma, Pelican Post Game Report, Ring Kings, Boxing World, Tough Tiger Talk, all available in audio format as usual. Feel free to go over there and check them out. Link in the description section. Also, if you enjoy the show, you like a passionate platform where passionate family members can get together and talk about their show in a passionate format and sometimes let rants go. Join us, subscribe to us, and you can also level up your support as well if you feel like it. And join us at patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. You can donate $1 or whatnot. There are a lot of content on the shows. The TSC Q&A live show we do every Tuesday night, only for our Patreon families. Over 20 shows available, over 10 shows of On Cue with Big Q. We talk about the real deal. The new show will be available tonight. Might be a little late, but the new show On Cue with Big Q will be available tonight to all those who were asking about it. Also, big ups to our show sponsor, GetLifeMask.com. You can go to GetLifeMask.com and get your Saints, Pelican, or LSU mask. Or if that's your team, feel free to go there. What separates the GetLifeMask.com mask is that these masks, besides being adjustable, or where adults or children can wear them, these masks come with a filter that's inside the nose clip that you can replace after 3 months. It lasts 3 months. The PM2.5 filter. It actually filters the air you breathe. It's not just a piece of fabric on your face. It filters the air you breathe. It lasts for 3 months. If you're interested in a mask, go to GetLifeMask.com and breathe easy. Use the product code, the Sports Coma, all lowercase letters, the Sports Coma in the product section. Once you get ready to check out, it knock off 10% of the cost. So I thank all the family members for joining us for this edition of the show. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I thank y'all for chiming in on the show. Marty says, do you think MT will play? He will play, Marty. He definitely will play in this game. Emmanuel Sanders will play. Michael Thomas will play in this game. This is a big game. A lot of the people that have been out for a while will definitely play in this game. Just to let you know, Jim Kev says, on cue, Big Q, ready, old boy. I know he's coming with the fire. Yeah, that'll be tonight, bro. It'll be a little later, but it'll be available tonight, bro. We was finally able to complete it and mix it and everything. And from now on in, starting next week, we'll start doing them live because it's becoming quite cumbersome for me to do them recorded because, we have to then mix them and add everything we do. So we're going to just start doing it live like we do all of our stuff. So I'd like to thank all the family members for chiming in on this edition of the Sports Coma. Please hit the like button. I'd like to thank all of our new subscribers, man. Thank you to all of our new subscribers that subscribed tonight. Much love to the family members. Once again, big ups to Brees Huts. I kind of got to give Brees Huts some extra love, my brother. I appreciate you. I love you. Wasn't directly firing that cannon at you, bro. So I understand, we share the same thoughts. So just to let you know, I don't want you to feel bad about it. That's how I am. That's how I feel about it. All right, DJ, big ups to you. Good to see you. He says Pelican Post Game Report. That'll be tomorrow, Pelican Post Game Report at 9 o'clock on the Pelican Post Game Report channel. So we'll fire it up at 5. We'll have 2 hours extra after we do the recap and breakdown for the phones. And about 9 o'clock, 9:30, Pelican Post Game Report we got some news with the assistant coaches. We'll do that as well for Pelican Post Game Report 5. Pelican people, feel free to join up for the Pelican Post Game Report. Link is in the description section below. So if you like that, we got passionate commentary on all our shows. I ain't gonna keep it real. We got plenty of passion for everybody. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the show, on the stream. Much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining us. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And who that to you?
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talk indeed. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, new Orleans, who that nation? Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl.
You're listening to the Sports Coma.